Alright, so we're just about to get started. We got one person who hasn't checked in yet, and I'm gonna give him a 5-minute grace period, even though technically we start now. But other than that, it looks like they're probably not coming. Let me see what we got going on here. So, looking at the bracket now, assuming that this person does show up. Damn, I have to use Chrome for challenge because it doesn't play nice with Firefox. Let me see if the bracket loads up. It does, look at that. So, seeing what we've got now, these are the players involved in the bracket currently. We'll probably, assuming Chid doesn't show up, have Doric end up moving down. We'll keep Hayyel and Speedy for round 2. And then other than that, I think everything else is pretty much, you know, okay place. Yeah, everything seems fine. Unless someone has some sort of qualm about where they're placed, this all seems relatively okay. Chid was taken, will probably get taken out, so we'll probably throw Doric up against Absence of Sense. Yeah, we've got like we'll give him like a 5-minute grace period before we get started. Challenge still does that thing where it says process results early rather than telling me I can actually just do it and I have to go through an extra step, but it's whatever. I always have multiple tabs open in challenge because I'm so fucking, because there are no like are you sure tabs in challenge, right? If you click on something, it just immediately processes it. So so I always have to have one tab open for everything in the off chance that I accidentally right click or left click something. But let's see, test. Has showed up. General bots are all dead. But yeah, we have 1 minute and then we'll get going real soon. Alright, so I've got check-in results process. The bracket ended up turning into this. So, this is where we have to decide if there's anything we need to swap around. But I think so far it looks good. Speedy and Hayyel have in the past placed very highly, so I want to keep them up on a higher seed. I haven't played against Shizune much, but I played against Doric, and I know he does c-arc. And he forces me to have to use my brain, so he's a competent player as well, which means he's probably up here in round 2. Shizune plays h-sat, which from what I've heard recently is apparently like the most OP fucking character in the game. So I think we should put tier whores like him up in round 2 as well. And then other than that, this seems like a kind of okay place to keep everyone. So unless anyone's got any problems with it, this will probably be the bracket we end up using and I'll get things started. But now I gotta think about it real fast before things get really going, is that how do we want to do this? Because let me see how many games we can get going. Let's say we don't watch multiple games in round 1 to keep everything going. We got 1 game here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have down here, we let them play that, let them play that, let them play that, and then we go 7, 8. And last time we can do about 12 to 11 without going overtime. So we could probably do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play this off stream, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so we won't start watching losers until losers round 3. Okay. Seems good, seems good. Church Gorilla plays f-ries and wins the majority of the games. We play like 6-10 for him. You'll win anyway today, you guess? Yeah, I can't. I don't know much about him. I haven't played against him much. So, and I can't like bracket fix for you, I'll tell you, even though we are pals. So, looks like you are going to be playing him. All right, but yeah, we'll get that started. Let me get this moved out here. X out of this. Control minus this. Start tourney. And I'll get people ping. I don't have Haku working with me today, so I have to do the bracket and the stream stuff. So the stream's not going to be running as smooth as it usually does because I gotta tell people where to get in, and then I have to also go in and fuck with the brackets and stuff. So first thing we'll do, who do we want to see on stream first? Let's go. Let's do Necofon and Ritcherus on stream first, and then everyone else off stream. So I'll get the ping for that going. Callouts. Alright, so we got Necofon and Ritcherus. Let me get their names up in the scoreboard. Ritcherus? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. R-I-T-C-H-C-H-E-R-U-S. Yeah, seems good, seems good. Take away the countries, because I don't think they're from Germany and Spain. And then that should be looking good. Take away this. And okay, so that's ready to go. Matchmaking. And now we just need to wait for Ritcherus or Necofon to set up the IP. Here it is. Copy that. So I'm not really sure. Who plays who in this matchup. I think Necofon is a. I think Necofon will turn this music off. But I think Necofon is a h-ryougi player, and I don't know what Ritcherus plays, but we all know that h-ryougi is basically like a top 1 character. So I'm sure he has his work. Sure, it'll be fine for him. Another client's currently connecting. Okay, cool. I accidentally hit spectate. There we go. Man, Ryugi players. That's the yeah. I'll go on my tangent later because the match is about to start. But I actually had some funny shit I could say to make fun of Ryugi players. I was streaming last night and I was thinking to myself, man, I had like a funny bit I wanted to do on Ryugi players because I bitch about Nero so much that I feel like I need to spread the shit talking wealth. But I started talking about other random shit and I can't get into it too now. Okay, here we go. So Necofon is gonna be on player 1. Holy shit, that's a lot of delay. Where is Ritcherus from? Is this guy not from EU? They're playing in fucking 4 rollback 2 delay. That's fucking insane. I think Victor has Wi-Fi? What the fuck? Alright, well. I think the fucking, what's it called, tournament page says make sure the internet is stable, so if people don't show game. Oh man, look at that. I think the, look at that, I'm leaking more DMs. It's Wi-Fi? Damn, alright, they're good to go. Well, if someone ends up saying, now this connection sucks, not gonna play it, that is the risk you run. You do end up forfeiting, because I do think the tournament rules say make sure internet is stable, and Wi-Fi is inherently unstable. But I mean, if no one, you know, it's like don't ask, don't tell. If no one says anything, I won't fucking call anything out. Okay, so we got the f-len versus the Ryugi. Ryugi running under f-len immediately, going in for a sweep at the catwalk, coming over the top, then that JC does cross up. Here we go, immediately getting a hard knockdown, going for the left right on Ryugi. There we go, the classic h-ryougi mix-up to just jump over people's head and then come back over the top of them with the knife. It's basically unblockable on net play. He's already using the scummy h-ryougi tactics that we know those fucking h-ryougi players for. Gets his extended hurt box hit right there, but the f-len doesn't actually pick up on anything. Putting f-len back in the corner for whip punish. It looked like trying to catwalk in or something, but no, len reversing out, coming up, gonna get 3.1k damage. Not a ton, but I mean, off of reversal, it's actually pretty good. I mean, even if it is meter, but there we go. There goes the knife throw. H-ryougi being the only Ryugi that can actually pick up her knife after throwing it. So a lot of times with other Ryugis, they throw the knife and it becomes this resource you really, really need to try to hold onto. But with h-ryougi, it just becomes an incredibly fast, powerful projectile. I actually think the Len mirrors can reflect it as well, which can be really dangerous for him. But right now, we got him in the corner taking a bit of pressure, but there we go. No, Len, pressure isn't too tight. Ryugi comes back onto the other side, hits with the counter hit, going up to the top, but wake up, that wasn't even a wake up throw, maybe, who knows. But either way, tries to go for a throw break, I would imagine, but throws him back in the corner. Doesn't combo, and then Necofon, yeah, that is Necofon, swapping to the other side, missing his loop right there, but Len teching back out right in front of him, and he's gonna go up for a knife throw. Knife throw just misses, Len on the ground, gonna go for block slow. I thought that was overhead, but I guess not. Len coming with the fireball, going in. Len starting to apply some pressure moving forward, but Ryugi right here doesn't really need to go in. She does have that health advantage. She can just kind of throw knives once that mirror is gone. There we go. Len getting with the extended hurt box, coming back in, coming back over the top, but not able to get a big confirm off. It has a mirror behind him, but no, he is going to end up going down. So first round, gonna end up going to Necofon over here. So, oh shit, I gotta update the fucking scoreboard. Alright, here we go. Round 2, and the, like, Wi-Fi winners start. Or, like, winners beginners? What do you call round 1? Anyway, but putting Len in the corner almost immediately and starting some Ryugi pressure going in. Using a knife throw. Knife throw is plus, and Len does seem to be respecting that. Ryugi goes in with the Rekka, not actually trying to pick up the knife, but Len isn't EX blocking, so she's losing a lot of guard bar right there. Ends up getting hit by another stagger coming out of Ryugi. Ryugi gonna bring her up, take her back down to the corner. Doesn't have any meter anymore because she did go into max, and normally when Ryugis don't want to go into max, you will see them throw the knife to get even more plus frames, but Necofon didn't pick the knife up, so he didn't really have anything to burn that meter on. Gonna get a bunch of his meter back here, because like I said earlier, Len doesn't really seem to be EX blocking, having a hard time actually keeping Ryugi out. Ryugi's one of those characters, kind of like Nania, that if you don't EX block Ryugi, Ryugi is never ever going to get out of your face. And when it comes to traditional neutral just being characters using movement and normals without like the really tools that are unique to them, Ryugi comes out on top a lot because her moveset is very, very much designed to excel in traditional neutral when you're on the same level playing field as people, but if they get below or above you, you tend to struggle. And right now, if Len isn't, EX blocking Ryugi out, Ryugi's going to continue to, capitalize on the superior, just pressure normal game she has without any of those outside things coming in to push her out and affect her. And, there we go. So round 1 looks like game 1 gonna go to Necofon. Pretty clear. Good first round. And it seemed to be on Wi-Fi, but Necofon didn't seem to be dropping his stuff. So it seems he's well aware of how to play when he's got 2 delay. So then, okay, I gotta update the scoreboard on that. Normally I have my buddy Haku here to do it for me, but he's too busy today. He's such a popular man. His, harem of hentai babes needed him, so he wasn't able to be here with us today, unfortunately. And then, okay, so who do we got next? So we'll do round 2, all of round 2 off stream as well. And we'll get one person to come on stream. And let's do Doric and Poktamor. We'll do them on stream. I think that's going to be c-arc versus the h-kouma. So yeah, I'll do a call out right there. Doric. Alright, so we'll get Doric and Poktamor going on now. Do you want me to help with Tony? Nah, it's okay, man. It's good. I've already got it started, and at this point, if I try to make any changes, I'm gonna fucking, fuck up the, setup I've got running right now. I appreciate the offer. So we got Doric there, and then Poktamor here. Get those set up. Alright, grab this. And then Spectate gets started. He has date with Booba Oni-san. Yeah, I know. So Poktamor gonna be on P1, Doric on P2. Swap these. Yeah, no, I know. Haku's got a date with his big Booba hentai harem. Oh, cool. And almost no fucking startup on it. Look at that. Okay, so they're just good to go whenever. Move over to this window. and it all switches. Cool, look at that, it runs smoothly. So here we go, round 2. It's going to be c-arc versus the h-kouma. I don't really know who I would say wants, like, this seems like a pretty balanced matchup as far as aggression and defense goes, because both characters are pretty similar in their game plan for getting in. They just have normals. They don't really have any special tools specifically for getting in. Arc has things like the whoosh, but a lot of times she just has to, you know, really rely on very good normals, but they are good normals. And this is just going to be seen like a very momentum-heavy matchup, probably, where once Kouma gets in, he's going to be able to run the, you know, grappler command gram. Yeah. No, the game plan he has, but there we go. Arc going for an IAD and catching Kouma up with the overhead, bringing him back down over to the corner. It is Arc, so every single hit she gets is going to go into full corner carry. Looks like Koma's weird hitbox has swapped it, but there we go. JC coming back down. Kouma getting a little bit of a forward movement out of his own 2B, trying to anti-air, ends up missing it, getting him back down in the corner. Arc, they're jumping back, avoiding the command grab, and that is going to put him in a counter hit state, so Arc is going to come over here in max mode now, so even if she does end right here and go for a reset and get mashed out, she can burst out. Doesn't look like she's going in for 200 meter here right there, and then goes for a high-low, instantly gets Kouma in the first round. Gonna end up going to a Doric on the Arc. Here we go, round 2 starting. Didn't really get to see, oh no. Are we gonna have another, like, speedy dragon moment here? No, okay, it looks like they're good to go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, faked him out right there, just standing still. Maybe Doric thought he was AFK. He pulled the classic, yeah, AFK tactic, but he's not AFK at all. Coming in with the pressure going in. That kick, I do believe, is plus, and Koma's got a good 5A to catch jump out, so a good jump out catch. Doesn't get a ton of damage off of it. Here we go. Now he's running the command grab game, and it's gonna make Doric squirm pretty soon. Here we got another command grab. At this point, it's like, okay, you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to jump out. You can tell he's trying to get another command grab right here. Arc is gonna have to try to go for a DP or jump out or something, but no, Kouma just jumps out and lets her have pressure. I don't really know why. Maybe he fucked up. Maybe it was a misinput. He thought a DP was coming and he was baiting. But there we go. Jumps over the back of him with his command dash. Coming up over the back top, getting command hit, counter hit. Coming in, misses that though. Coming in, he just needs one more command grab, and it looks like there you go. There's where the command grab terrifying game plan comes in, where it's like, okay, he's gone for a command grab the last couple times he's done this string, and then this time he goes, not command grabbing this time. 2B hits him up, cuts him out of the air, and the game crashed. Amazing. Alright, so because it was 1-1 on our screen, I'm telling them that what they can do is they can either just take a round off each other at the start and then get it going, or they can just play again from the beginning. Which, I mean, isn't like a perfect solution because we don't remember how much fucking, like, what's it called? You know, meter they had, but... having some connection issues right now, but we'll get it going. Alright, connecting in now. Doric going to be on P1. Let me see. Alright, so swap these. And he says, let's just start over. Poktamor says, I don't mind. Okay, so they're just going to start the set over. I was just training. They were getting a feel for each other. Oh, yeah, no, that's scary. It is scary. That's just what Kouma does. Like, I remember at one point someone asked K-pop how to do, like, F-Kouma pressure. Maybe it was Ofan. And they're like, what do you mean, how do you do pressure? They're like, stagger 5As and command throw. You've got your an F move. You've got, like, a plus on block 5A that's really good at catching jumps, and then you've got a command grab. Like, well, what do you mean, how do I pressure? There you go. Like... So the character's scary. Kouma players are funny, though, because you'll mash them out, and they'll be like, oh my god, you're such an idiot, dude. Why do you mash so much? And it's like, bro, you got a command grab. What the fuck do you mean, why do I mash so much? Oh, it's not loading for me. It's like, well, what the fuck do you mean, why do I mash so much? You have a fucking command grab, dude. Like, oh, no, why are you letting me command grab you? Shut the fuck up. Alright, there we go. Starting versus mode. Let's see if it loads up this time. Oh, sick. They already started? Alright. Kouma right there playing more passively, but he ends up getting caught out in the mid-screen. Arc bringing him over to the corner, doing for the swoosh. He's going for 3.1, 3.2k, going for Oki. High low, doesn't end up getting, but there we go. Clips him, doesn't get anything. Kouma dodges, dashes out, playing more defensively in the mid-screen, but Arc comes out, punishes him, bring him all the way to the other side of the corner because Arc does get full corner here on all our stuff. Right down there, jumping up there, trying to fake out, but he doesn't get it. Kouma bringing it over with his pressure. Those kicks are plus, but it looks like Arc calls him out with a rising J. Catches him, bring him back down. He's gonna go into heat right there. Goes for a reversal command grab, getting all that health back on heat. Doesn't really matter if that whiffs right there because Arc doesn't confirm off it. Goes for a shield, don't really know what he's aiming for, but Arc right now just kind of playing really, really far back with our normals that are really, really active in the air. So you can see Arc just protecting a lot of space by doing those rising J's, rising JBs, rising JCs. They're really active, makes it really, really hard to approach. And first round gonna end up going to door right here. Here we go. Second round coming in. Kouma comes up with his back turn, but he ends up being able to get punished for it. Being put in the corner. Command dashes out. Catch with the counter hit on the way back down. Arc mashes on wake up. Bring her back down. What's he gonna go for? I-80 over the top. Arc blocks it though. Ends up being minus going in for a C move that isn't plus on block. Arc coming over the top, and now the game slows back to a normal speed. Arc going for one too many whooshes right there and getting caught out, but Kouma jumps up with a rising button, ends up getting caught out by Arc JC. You can't really contest that much. And now the game feels like it's just running in slow motion because of how fast it was, but no, it is 60 FPS. Kouma coming with some basic stagger pressure, going for that kick. Again, that kick is plus, so he is able to put Arc back down in the corner, hitting her from the air, but there we go. Catching Arc trying to jump, but he's able to get a big confirm of Arc sweeping Kouma and then start bringing him all the way over to the corner, confirming to get that full corner carry. She does build so much meter, she doesn't really mind spending meter there, and backdashes away from Kouma's like super armor. Trying to respect the super armor, but Kouma does come jabber out of the air. Again, doesn't really confirm out of it though, and then Arc goes for another high low and catches Kouma. So that first round gonna end up going to Arc. Man, I was really worried. I thought I didn't have the game on stream for a second, but I did. It was all fine. And I need to move this over here so you can't see it. Anyway, there we go. So, Arc bringing Kouma all the way to the corner from a round start hit coming out of the sweep, it looks like. Kouma dodges the first swoosh, but it doesn't really matter if those swooshes miss because you can cancel them again. They do retain your air movement. So Arc going for a second swoosh, catching Kouma out. Doesn't end up working for her, though. Kouma does squash slides, put her back in the corner. There we go. Kouma throwing her down in the corner, keeps the small space, and he's able to slip in. Left-right mix, coming up for another air throw. Well, not another air throw, but an air throw. Using the meter, he does have in heat to get some super armor, so the Arc can't just, like, pop his heat, but it doesn't really matter. She isn't able to pop it anyway. Going for that first command grab. Arc got about half a health of red health. She does get a heat, though, and she's just going to get hit on wake up. I don't know if she was trying to mash or jump out, think it's a command grab or what, but with all that red health, you would have thought an Arc player would have gone for it, but he's playing a little bit risky. He wants that meter for this round. He's like, all right, I can take one round, and I can save the meter for here, but oh no, gets hit immediately, coming back down. His back was turned, and he swung, and he wasn't able to hit Kouma. Kouma doing some staggered pressure, playing him back over to the corner. Here we go, starting the staggered pressure again. There's that A button. You can do about 4 or 5 A stackers. It's a pretty good size A button, but no, he ends up whiffing his own button, and Arc would bring him all the way over to the other corner, jumping over. He is in super armor right now, so Arc can't mash her, but there we go. She goes into the heat, but Kouma does still have that super armor. I think the super armor lasts about a whole 2 seconds, so Arc heat just a little bit too early, and Kouma able to bring her down. Not able to get much out of that blood heat or heat in general, so now she doesn't have any meter, has a bit of red health, but she's not really going to be getting that back right now. It doesn't seem like there's much hope for Arc getting much health regeneration here, but she does hit Kouma, bring him over to the other side of the corner, side swaps him with a runaround, gets that meter back, so she can get that red health back if she wants to, which since Arc does have a really, really high defense modifier, means a lot. There we go! Jumps up, that's the problem that shielding has with fucking man, you feel the pain right there. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. When you're playing a character on H or F Moon, who has, there we go, reversal command grab, grabs the A, because the thing about command grabs and Melty Blood is that they don't grab collision boxes. They do grab hurt boxes. Second round gonna end up going to Kouma. But the thing about command grabs and Melty Blood is that they don't grab collision boxes like normal throws. They grab hurt boxes. So even if you're outside of command grab range, but you use it as reversal and someone swings into you, you will actually grab them and pull you towards them. So that was actually outside of command grab range, but because Arc swung her hand into him, he actually just yanked her out and then brought her over down. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, shielding with full and H-Moon characters. Because it reuses animations, sometimes the animation it reuses is an animation of a move that moves you forward. And when that happens, it can make it so that when people have crossing up moves, or your back isn't fully against the corner, if you shield people, sometimes your shield just misses, and you get punished for successfully shielding someone. It's a fucking problem that, I don't know how many effing H-Moon characters have, but it's a fucking problem on the ones I play, at least. And it's annoying as hell. Here we go, taking that Arc pressure in the corner right now. Goes for the high-low mix, but Poktamor respects it. Comes and just blocks low. Here we go, Arc in the max right now, so she can burst, but she's not going to go for the burst. DP is on wake up. What's she going to get? Some metered use. God damn, 2.1k. Just spending a bit of meter on a meterless reversal right there. There we go, Kouma coming in, applying some pressure right here. He does have the health disadvantage, but there we go, counter hit. About to turn the tide into his favor, and if he gets enough pressure going right here, he can go into heat and start getting a lot of that health back. I think that move is plus right there, but he probably expected Arc to respect, so he could dash in and command grab. Arc not respecting it, though, bringing him all the way back over to the other corner, and she's in max right now. I mean, she has all the meter to do what she wants, and she can burst. Kouma getting a little bit of super over there, but it doesn't help him. He just ends up landing right behind her. Doesn't have the landing advantage because, you know, you do have a bit of landing recovery, especially if you swing and he gets hit. There we go. Arc getting counter hit out of the air immediately on round start. Throw him back down. Not a ton of damage, but I was going to say enough to give him an advantage, but he tries to go in for a reset. Arc checks his redashes, puts him in the corner now. So 3k damage coming out. It's how much we're going to get. Man, these combos just go on forever, don't they? I thought it was going to end when he hit 2.9, but it just keeps going. Looks like Arc's going for a safe jump, but he goes for the super armor attack. Gets him with the counter hit, brings him up 2.8k damage. Command grab, putting him in under the corner right now. Another command grab. Doesn't really build any meter from this, but he is kind of scaring Arc. There's the heat we were looking for. Now Arc's going to get it back to about 50% HP and have that really low HP defense modifier. So she's going to be really, really hard to kill right now. He's going to need to do some more optimal combos. Because at the rate we're looking at right now, if he doesn't do more damage in combos, like there we go, 3.3, that's good. But he's going to have to hit Arc twice more to kill her, whereas Arc probably only needs to hit Kouma like maybe 3 times more, which, I mean, okay, I know, that sounds stupid, right? Only 3 times more, but I mean, when you're playing against Arc and you don't have the luxury of HP regeneration because you're not a C-Moon character, those 3 hits that Arc can land on you can really, really, really come fast. But he was able to pull it out, bring Arc back down after she rounded the other corner. This is going to be a match point for this set right here. Poktamor going up, Dora coming back down, ends up getting clipped, but no, hits him! That move is 10 active frames, coming all the way back down, bringing him up, taking him all the way to the corner. 3.3k over here, going in for some stagger pressure, go for the high-low, goes for the, there we go, Poktamor actually blocks the high this time. Arc having a bit of a hard time opening him up, he's blocking, being really patient right now. He doesn't have the ability to EX block up, it doesn't matter. Here komes the, the Rekka series, the h-kouma h-kouma's Rekka doesn't have a 3rd hit, but it does get super armor, which not all the Komarkas. Oh! The Orc misses right there, but then goes into heat to avoid the command grab, putting him in, well, a heat state, naturally, which avoids the command grab, but unfortunately not able to capitalize on the fact he knocked Kouma back, and he is going to be put in the corner right here. Counter hits him on the way back down, though, after Kouma drops the combo. Going to bring Kouma all the way over to the other corner now. This fucking game has almost no neutral. It seems like every time they hit each other, they just bring each other to the other corner. Throws to make the super armor wear out. Now Kouma doesn't have a super armor. No meter either, so Kouma doesn't have any reversal to do right now. He's just stuck in the corner taking arc pressure, which is scary, but he is able to jump out, taking over the top, and Arc goes for another heat to pull him out right here. Maybe she's going to try to look for an arc drive, keeping him away, but no, she is backing off, trying to play slow, just using her really, really active normals, trying to stop Kouma from approaching, but no, Kouma punishes her after she whiffs a move coming out of the air, and she doesn't respect the his ability to come in. Ends up getting punished, but not a ton of damage. Goes for a tech punish, but it misses the tech punish. Now Arc putting Kouma back in the corner from the mid-screen. Not gonna be enough damage to kill him, though. Maybe it actually is. Brings him back up. No, ends up hitting him. Doesn't confirm off it. Next hit's probably gonna kill whoever gets hit right here. Going in for the command grab. Arc jumps back, comes back in. Isn't able to get the punish, though, even though he whipped the command grab. Next is gonna kill. Counter hit. Is he gonna be able to get enough off this? Bringing him up, and that's gonna be enough to finish him off. So Poktamor is gonna take the second game off of Doric. That's close in the end. That's close. Every single time they clipped each other, I'm like, oh my god, it's over. And then it's not. It's not over. They just keep going. Okay. So let me see. What do we got here? So I think, so that was Doric and Poktamor. That's going to be 1 Doric and 2 Poktamor. Submit scores. So it looks like Shizune and Mateo are still in their game. And we said the rest of round 2 would be off stream. So we'll assume they'll submit their scores whenever they're done. And then, so now we're gonna do, I want to do, I'll show the bracket real quick. So what I want to do is I want to run, because we just saw Poktamor, I want to run Absence of Sense. How, he beat Speedy? That's surprising. I thought Speedy would have used his, like, Sifu, like, Melty Dojo magic to, like, neck snap him like he did last tourney. But he probably didn't have soup. Speedy probably didn't have soup today, so he's not soupy Speedy. He's not soupy dragon. Maybe he's, like, sleepy dragon. But, so what I want to do is I want to see Absence of Sense versus whoever does this. But their game isn't over yet. And I want to do round 1 off stream, and then we'll do both of these round 3 games on stream. That's what I'm thinking. But, it looks like Shizune and Mateo are still in their game. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Alright, I'll just ping that losers 1 can play off stream. Just to keep things moving, and then I'm going to check out where Mateo and Shizune are on the, I'm going to check out where Shizune and Mateo are along their game right now. Matchmaking, Shizune and Mateo. Yeah, they haven't said GG yet, so they're probably still in game. All right, let's take a little sneak peek at what they're doing. Let's see if it connects. So this was going on with Shizune and Mateo right now in the bracket, the high speed Melty. This is the speed Melty is supposed to be right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so their set just ended. Alright. So, whoever won that, I'll wait for them to update the board, and then I'll get them, the next people going. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be Absence of Sense. versus taking him up and bringing him back down. That's what they do. It's Melty Blood. That's how combos work. Okay, they updated. Alright, so we're gonna get Shizune versus Absence of Sense on stream. And, callouts. And then the Kaz guy said that he was dropping out. So yeah, okay, so Mateo got his win in losers, and then Doric and Church should be fighting, and then Speedy and Ritcherus should be fighting. And I have the scoreboard set up. Oh yeah, so Shizune versus Absence of Sense is what we got going on next. That should pop up in about 5 or 6 minutes or so. 5 or 6 minutes or so? Holy shit, I hope not. What the fuck? 5 or 6 seconds? What am I talking about? 5 minutes between games? Yeah, alright, settle down. Man, every time I join someone's a fucking caster in this game, it's always some shit like, oh, yes, these two people are playing with, like, 4 rollback and 2 delay, or, like, 3 rollback and 1 delay, or, like, 5 rollback. It's like, how many of you motherfuckers are on Wi-Fi, huh? I know there's been, like, an infestation of newer Wi-Fi playing people in the fucking Melty Discord, but how many of you motherfuckers are on Wi-Fi in here? Trying to pretend you're not, trying to blend in with the rest of humans, but we can see through your, like, reptile skin. Human skin doesn't, like, fit on your scaly body as well as you seem to think it does, and we can see right through it. Alright, Shizune gonna be on P1. And look at this shit. 5 rollback, 1 delay. How many of you motherfuckers are on Wi-Fi? This is like the Wi-Fi only Melty Blood tournament. The fuck's going on? Fucking wireless looking ass. Alright. They're good to go. Oh, okay, I'll ping in case I didn't see. Alright, he chose. Wrong click. Here we are. Wi-Fi's okay if you're close to the router. Yeah, alright, well, we found the fucking Nania player. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, so here we got our, like, what was this? Fucking 4 rollback, 1 delay looking ass game between f-ries and the h-sat. So I would say that h-ries potentially has the advantage in the neutral game when it comes to traditional and neutral, just because f-ries does have that big 5B she can poke with. She's got the really good air-to-air coming out with her JB, and her JC is really, really good as an air-to-ground. However, once the actual pressure game starts, Reese's pressure is exploitable by High Shield, pretty notably. And Satsuki's got the much more momentum-favored game because of what she can do off of, you know, the hard knockdown she gets. Especially if this is going to be a fucking game in delay. It's like we're like watching some show-ass Melty Blood here. Isn't h-sat like really, really high tier in Japan because of fucking delay? Like, look at this shit, man. 3.4k. What was that? Just like BC air throw. What is this character? Getting him in the air. Gonna go for a tech, but Satsuki gets missing the air command grab. Going in with the low, catching the Reese. Reese techs out, but isn't able to get punished for it. Goes in, gets counter hit, but no, not able to grab anything. There we go. There's the JC coming out of Reese. And Reese is trying to play back a little bit, stay out of Sat's range, but no, the fucking Sat charge JB like sonic boom looking ass thing she throws ends up catching Reese's extended hurt box, and Reese ends up getting hit. Sat doesn't have any meter right now to do too much, and Reese does have the 208. One thing that's really, really strong about f-ries is that her 236C, I believe, acts as a reversal, and it's a hit grab, so it can plow through a lot of even really, really active things, and you can use that to initiate pressure, actually, because I think alone it does, like, at least 2k damage. Gives you a left-right on wake-up, too, so a well-placed version of that, it's actually quite powerful. I think it might be air unblockable, too, but that might be pushing it. Either way, it's definitely hard to punish on block, if even punishable at all. I think it must be shielded, so... good use of that. Could catch Satsuki right here, but Satsuki had Reese in the corner for a while, and he's running that Satsuki I was talking about. Going for a high-low right there, getting in with the low. Reese techs out. Isn't able to actually... He techs, but not able to get... He doesn't get punished right there. He doesn't get punished right there. And then look at that. Okay, Sat takes game 1. Look at this shit. Alright. Our fucking, like, Japanese delay-ass Melty Blood. Was everyone playing on goddamn ring-wide cabs today? Anyway, Satsuki dashing and getting with the charge JB, catching him out, but not able to get too much damage off of it. Is playing right now with the health advantage, so he does have the ability to kind of wait for Ries to make the move. Doesn't wait for it though, jumps in on top of Ries, gets him with the Sonic Boom, bringing him back down into the corner, doing some Satsuki, staggering some pressure here, going for an overhead. Ries does successfully block it, going in for more stagger pressure, goes into heat right now, so if he does get hit, Ries is going to be able, well, no, Ries isn't going to be able to capitalize on it, right? Just like right there, getting hit. Techs back into the corner, Sat catches it, but not able to get a ton of damage. There we go, catches him with the low, gonna bring him up, take him back down. 2.6k damage, one more hit's probably gonna do it if it's a big hit coming out of Sat, and there we go. It looked like that was a good stagger, maybe catching a jump out, but Sat not able to confirm, and here we go. Now Ries going with the pile bunker, taking him all the way to the corner. Another pile bunker, not punished though. Satsuki getting out of the corner. Ries coming back down into the mid-screen. Swings the cello, but it ends up missing. There we go. There's the 5B I was talking about. Goes for the overhead bunker. Reset. Shizune not ready for it. And Ries right here. Looks like maybe she's trying to build up some meter to go into, use like an FRC to go. But no, he's actually taking a blood heat right here. Anything he confirms right now into that is, no, he doesn't get it. I was going to say, anything he confirms right now into arc drive is going to kill, but he actually doesn't confirm the arc drive. I think it's a 2B, probably trying to confirm the arc drive. Goes in for the DP. Ends up missing, and that one missed input gonna end up costing him the game. Shizune gonna end up taking that round 1 right there. It was so close. So he even got the counter hit on the 5B. That was insane. It is unfortunate. But there we go. Going for the anti-air with Ries, and it ends up missing because that just doesn't jump. Just ducks the anti-air, comes back in over the top. Then air dashes on top with some like multi-blood type Lumina air throw after, like attack after air throw looking tech. Bringing him back up after another staggered attack, taking him back down into the corner. Satsuki misses the meaty, and Ries jumping in. They both counter each other. Ries techs out, ends up getting his jump out caught, but not any big confirm off. And Ries not looking good right now. Sat goes for the anti-air, ends up missing, but Ries so high she just lands behind Sat. So high up though, not able to get a punish. And right now, Ries jumping in. You have to be really, really careful in this neutral because you take one hit from Sat and you're probably dead unless Shizune doesn't confirm the hit. Gets him in the air again, but doesn't confirm it. Right now, Ries really, really looking bad to the point where you might not even need to confirm. You might just end up clipping him and dying. Satsuki jumping back, just protecting a lot of space with these JBs. Gets him with the counter hit. Is he gonna confirm? No, ends up missing again. And there's the counter hit. Whiffs a couple of 2As, makes Ries think it's safe to go in, and then he cancels the whiff 2A into a 5B. Ends up catching Ries out with the, mid-screen, definitely missing my normals on purpose pressure. That's some, Multi-Blood classic pressure right there. You know, you ever see players in Multi-Blood with a 5A, 4 times, and then they push 5B and it gets you? Yeah. They're not just mashing. They're whiffing their 5A on purpose because A buttons are whiff cancelable in Multi-Blood. So they're trying to bait you, and you took the bait, you fool. So there we go. Shizune takes that one. We'll do losers round 2 off stream, and then we'll do Poktamor Hayyel on stream. Matchmaking. Oh shit! I need to copy paste this in here. And then we get at Hayyel and Poktamor on stream. And then while they're setting that up, we'll get their names up here in the cast or whatever, the scoreboard. Zero out the scores, confirm that. Hayyel lost? Oh, damn. Is Hayyel gonna play Tohno? Probably. I think that's what he means, right? I don't think he's gonna go in for I don't think he's gonna go in for the sick F-Roa. Dude, F-Roa fucking sucks. But here's the thing: is that everyone thinks F-Roa sucks for the wrong reasons. Everyone's all like, oh, like I don't remember. I remember playing F-Roa and people would tell me why F-Roa is actually bad. And it's like, you don't even play this character. Like, yeah, I played him for 3 days. I know why he's bad. It's like, I've been playing it for 2.5 weeks. And you're going to try to tell me why F-Roa is bad? Like, his dash isn't a problem. He's actually incredibly fast. Well, yeah, and he's very good at going long distances quickly, but he has to commit to those long distances. And because dashes carry momentum in Multi-Blood, if you try to jump while you're dashing forward, and since he has a step dash, not a running dash, it carries momentum at whatever point you jump at. If you're running forward with F-Roa and you jump, you can't actually go backwards anymore. It's fucking impossible. His air dashes aren't strong enough to pull him coming backwards. So once you've started going forward with F-Roa, you don't have any room to go backwards. It's like your back is always against a corner everywhere if you've ever moved forward at any point. It doesn't seem like it's awful, but it's really fucking limiting. It feels really limiting once you've been doing it enough. On top of that, it's really easy to disrespect his pressure because he needs 10 years to fucking have his legs figure out to go in. You're like, alright, F-Roa, please dash in. And then it's like, oh, right, dash in. And people just mash you out. What are you gonna do? Yeah, okay, he's got plus normals, but his dash takes 3, and the time it takes him to dash in once, CV Cyan could have dashed in twice. It's insane how long his dash startup is. It's like, yeah, alright, his JC's pretty good, but come on, man. Alright, it's gonna fucking freeze on me. Alright, I'll try reconnecting again. This is like the first fucking game that actually has a good connection. It's going to be 2 rollback. That's insane. And you know what's going to happen? The caster is going to shit itself, and it's never going to let me connect. Come on, let's go. Ah, okay, yeah, so it crashed. That's why it's not letting me in. Understandable. Alright, we're trying it again. Here to spread propaganda again. Just because I'm not on the train doesn't mean I won't spread propaganda. What are you going to say? You never even say anything that's wrong. You're just like, man, h-len command grab sure is big. And then we're like, yeah. Yeah, it is. You're like, man, isn't that stupid? And we're like, yeah. Yeah, it is. You guys aren't going to argue with me? You don't think it's fine? No, it's stupid. Oh, well, these icicles sure are annoying, huh? Yeah. Yeah, they are. Come on, guys, argue with me. No, I'm kidding. Alright, they're good to go. So it looks like we're going to be getting Hayyel on the c-tohno with Poktamor on the h-row again. Did I bully everyone? What are you going to do about it, huh? Are you going to come to my house and beat my ass? Nice try. You'd probably beat my ass. I'm like a fucking 55 kilo skinny white fucking boy. You're probably... Everyone in this fucking chat could probably beat my ass. Anyway, here we go. Hayyel coming in right here, trying to protect his space with those JCs, jumping up and drifting back. Man, it's actually really hard to kind of approach that, but if you can... Here's the thing, being a C-Moon character, if he does whiff that, you can slide in and force him to start taking pressure on the ground. He does have a bit of chip damage on Poktamor right now, so Poktamor trying to kind of play back and catch Hayyel. Catches him out, but he isn't able to actually confirm off it. Going with the super armor coming off of the Rekka, 2.2k, not a lot of damage, but it does put him in the corner, and there we go, Tohno. Man, you saw Tohno, did you guys see that? Did you guys just see c-tohno mash out with 2A? That's insane, you never see that. Normally they DP, because there's like... Their DP is like 3 frames faster than their 2A, and it gives them like more reward if it trades. Oh, there's the DP though. Big DP coming out, knocking Poktamor back into the corner, going and trying to catch his jump out, but Poktamor respecting, staying low, ends up shielding him and bringing him up, taking him back down over there. Poktamor, I was gonna say maybe wants to go into heat, but he's a half moon, he can't go into heat, and I don't really think that h-kouma builds meter very quickly, so he's probably not gonna be going into heat this round. Yeah, there we go. Tohno just comes back down, counter hits him with something, swings into him, and there we go. Kouma's looking dead. Second round starting up now. Here we go. There was for an air throw, ends up missing it, and Tohno's gonna get a big punish on that coming down on the ground. Goes for his air DP. Man, fucking Tohno players. Tohno players are like, man, Nania players are such monkeys, right? All they do is DP, and it's like, bro, you do the same thing, and you have an air DP. That fucking EX move right there, that's an air DP. That comes down. That's got iframes. And it's a good starter. These fucking Tohno players. They think they're like, Tohno players are just Nania players who think they're smarter than they really are. But they're all fucking monkeys. Look at that, JC coming and catching, jumping out. I probably caught an extended hair box, because it looked like he caught him from really far out. Not able to get too much damage off of it, though. Using those dash in 2As. Dash in 2A, really, really good neutral tool. It doesn't seem like it'd be a great neutral tool, because, you know, you're dashing and pushing, like, just A. It seems like it's mash. But Tohno's A button's actually a bit longer than a lot of A buttons, and with his dash able to carry momentum, he can cover B ranges with it a lot of times, and it gives him the ability to really, really cover a lot of the grounded space just with A buttons alone. And when you've started pressure with an A button, you're in the best possible position you can be in. So there we go, going in for a heat, but it hits Kouma against him, grabbing his super armor. Is Poktamor going to take him out of this? And yeah, Poktamor ends up taking him out right there. So second round going to end up going to Poktamor. Comes in with the super armor. That's so stupid. Why just go with the super armor on the Rekka? Why'd they make the Rekka bad and they give it super armor? Just make it good and take the super armor away. I hate that shit. But here we go. Hayyel jumping up a lot, just being a fucking monkey, jumping up, landing, immediately jumping again, pushing that JC, getting 4k damage off of a JC. Poktamor coming down. He is going to be able to get that super armor. Jumps up, misses an air throw, and the super armor carries him on through, but it ends up forcing the air throw to whiff, actually, giving Hayyel an even better punish than he probably would have gotten before. Hayyel trying to catch a jump out, but Kouma respecting it, shielding the jump in. How much is going to get off of this? 1.4k, and putting Hayyel back into the corner. When's he going to dash in, though? I'm waiting for Hayyel to do the DP. Where's the DP? Where you're a Tohno player, we know you're going to go for it. Tries to jump out, is getting caught by the kick, but no DP coming out. Just going to end up trying to jump out, come back down with the JC, counter hit him, and that first round going to end up going to a Hayyel on the c-tohno. Tohno players really do mash 2-2-T and they think they're so nice. Yeah, like what I said, Tohno players are like, man, guys, isn't Tohno honest? Everything he does is so honest. He doesn't have any skeevy neutral tools. He just plays traditional, honest, melty blood neutral. And it's like, oh, I mean, yeah, he kind of does. Like, he's got really good tools for it, so... I mean, his normals are pretty insane, but if what you're gonna do is just play traditional neutral, I guess you kind of need insane normals. And then they DP you for 4k, it's like, hey, wait a minute. And then they do their air DP. It's like, hey, wait a minute. And then they go into a stance and it doesn't do anything. And they're like, ooh, you see that stance? And like, look, I faked him out. It's like, hey, they didn't do anything at all. They're not even reacting to it. Like, Tohno players are just Nania players that think they're so fucking smart. Everything they do, they're like, ah, there's the DP! Everything they do, they're like, ah, calculated. It's like, no, you didn't. You're just rotating options, and you get massive reward off it. I don't know, man. Here we go. We're gonna put it in the corner. Going for a command. What's he gonna do? What's his Tohno excuse right there? Let's think of what Hayyel's smart guy Tohno excuse can be. Hey, Tohno, why are you trying to shield h-kouma command grabs? Ah, you know how it is. If the Tohno player thinks I'm gonna shield, he'll try to low me, and that gives me the ability to jump out. What are you doing? What are you doing coming down and just let him hit you with that? Yeah, and then if they think I'm gonna try to shield command grab, they'll like, you know, they'll go for a low to catch my high shield, and at that point I can IAD. I'm just playing for the next pressure string. I don't mind losing this pressure string. Oh, you're right, Tohno. You're so smart. Bringing him back over down into the corner, and they're both kind of hitting each other, both backdacking rather. So Tohno right now has the Tohno's got the midfield right now. Kouma dashes in though, takes the midfield back, putting Tohno back into the corner, shielding Kouma's attack, putting him back over. Tohno landing back in the midfield, throwing so he doesn't have the super armor. When you do throw Kouma, the super armor does wear off, or if it doesn't wear off, it throws last long to make it wear off. Coming in with like, what is that, a quadruple overhead? Yeah, Tohno's got no mix over here. Coming in, get him with the speed, bring him back down to the corner, gets shielded, but it ends up landing safely. Both of them push a button, but I do believe the shield counters are minus, so Tohno able to sweep at his fucking toesies and take Kouma out right there. So that game gonna end up going to Hayyel. And then we look at our bracket. We got Hayyel and Shizune up in semifinals. Okay, so we'll start watching losers rounds now. So let's do Absence of Sense versus Doric on stream. Wait, didn't they already play? No, it was Absence of Sense versus Shizune. And now we're just gonna start doing most games on stream, I think, because how long has this been going? Yeah, only 48 minutes. We can do most games on stream at this point. So we'll do the call outs now. Absence of Sense versus Doric on stream. Another honest performance expected from Tohno. Honestly, there wasn't too much dirty Tohno shit going on in that. Like, he never DP'd him and got 4K off of it. He got him with the air DP a couple of times. His, like, safe on block ass air DP that he gets that comes down to the ground and plus on block, hard to punish on whiff. I mean, there was that, but I mean, every character's got fucked up moves. It's Melty It's Melty Everybody's got fucked up moves. Like, you can bitch about top tiers at the end of the day, but I mean, even mid tiers have fucked up shit. Like, but there wasn't really too much dishonest Tohno monkeying around right there. But you could kind of sense the self-satisfied smugness coming off of Hayyel, right? Like, even though, you know, even though there was nothing particularly dishonest going on in that match, you could tell that every time Hayyel landed a hit, in his head, he probably pushed up his glasses and went, all according to Keikaku. Because Tohno players, you know, everything was predetermined, and everything they do is on purpose. And when they mess up, they're just setting up for the next round of pressure. They never actually fuck up. Everything they do, calculated. They're honest non-monkeys. Unlike those fucking filthy Nania heathens. Ugh, Nania, what are you just gonna DP and like make it safe with slashes? Ugh. What a monkey. Oh, you get mix-ups out of stance? Oh shit, is my game just gonna freeze when I try to start it up again? Oh, look, another 1 delay 4 rollback game. I don't know which one of you motherfuckers is on Wi-Fi, but I can't even connect. There we go, now we're in. You guys ever match on stream now, Speedy asks? Yeah, it probably is. We got through the first few rounds, the casual filter. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, first few, that's how I think things end up running a little smoother, is if we just had, because then we don't have people waiting around for games as soon as round 2. Like, imagine a tournament starts and you're like, okay, cool, when do I get to play? And then people are like, you don't, wait 3 rounds. So it's like, I feel like a good way to run it is to have, the first few rounds just play off stream, and then once we get to the middle rounds, usually about an hour, 45 minutes has passed, we get to the point where there's only like maybe 3 more rounds and losers, and then we got semifinals and finals and winners, and at that point we can do everything on stream. Like, I think we're right here, we've just got 2 more games we've got 3 more games in losers than losers finals, and then we've got like 2 more games in winners and then semifinals. Or no, it's just semifinals now and winners, I think. So at this point, we can do basically everything on stream. All right, wait. Oh, all right, it's slow. They're good to go. I forget I need to ping people when I say to go. And then I forget I need to switch off of fucking Discord when I go back to it from window capture in the new OBS. Because my old OBS I was using game capture, but I have to use window capture for this one. Anyway, so we got Doric on the C-arc and Absence of Sense on the f-ries. F-ries getting counter hit immediately by the 10 active frame normal on Wark, brought down into the corner. Wark going for the high low, gets to the low, but doesn't confirm anything into it. Goes for a whoosh, brings her in. That whoosh is actually insane because it's really, really, like, plus. So, unless you're a C-Moon, if you shield it, you actually can't punish it most of the time, and then Arc punishes your, like, swing at it. There we go, Arc coming back in over the top, getting a combo on him, 2.9k, 3.1k, how much longer is it gonna go? Goes for a ground tech, ends up ground teching, punishes the ground tech with a counter hit, so, okay, so he didn't punish the ground tech, he just punished the ground tech coming out and then swinging. But either way, first round coming out of Wark, perfect, get the mouse cursor off the screen, and then we're going into round 2 for the first game. First game, round 2. Here we go, Wark coming in, oh no, gets counter hit by Reese, here we go, now Reese gonna start the counter assault back in this left corner, and no, Wark immediately mashing out of it, going for an elbow snap? No, elbow jab, ends up missing, but it's got like no recovery, I guess, because Reese wasn't able to get punished out of it. Reese going in whiffing a normal, bursting out to put Arc back down to the corner, showing the pressure, going for those high kicks that Reese does are plus on block unless you block them high. Then they're like -1, so really, really good way to reset pressure. F-Reese actually really susceptible to high shield because her lows are, well, 2B's on a low, but you need to shield it low, but it whiffs on crouches most of the time. Goes for another overhead on the bunker, catches Arc. Second round gonna end up going to Absence of Sense over here. But yeah, so the only thing that Reese really has to catch people like shielding high is her 2C, and if she uses 2C, she's kind of losing a lot in her pressure game. So F-Reese actually a pretty susceptible to high shield type character. Yeah, and even the reward on it is sad. So, here we go. Arc doing some pressure in the corner right here. Going for the high-low. Gets him with the low, and this time actually able to confirm off of it. How much damage is he going to get, though? Bringing him up. Taking him back down. 3.3k. Does tech out, but no, this whoosh ends up missing. Normally that hits, but he is able to still get pressure. Frame traps. Reese can start bringing Reese all the way back over to the other corner because Arc gets full corner carry off everything. Arc does get hit. Brock into neutral. Reese gets back turned like we're playing Fight Angel over here, and then Arcueid ends up hitting her with a swoosh. Not able to pick up anything, though, and Reese dashing and Arc swooshing down. I don't think the swoosh actually has iframes, but maybe it does, actually, because I've never actually recall Arc players doing that air swoosh and getting punished for it. And even when it does counter hit the Arc player, usually the people get hit by the swoosh anyway. So I never actually recall that shit getting hit. Maybe it does have iframes, who knows. But either way, Arc running right in under Reese and going in for her 2B, putting her all the way back down to the corner, going for a dive kick, canceling it into a swoosh and doing some more pressure right here, going in for a Rekka series. Reese trying to jump out, but put back down to the corner by Arc. Not able to hit the ground in time, so Arc is able to use her high hitting 5A to bring Reese back down. Reese techs out, ends up catching Arc, but able to, Arc able to tech out of it and putting Reese back into the corner. Not a lot of damage. Arc missing her finisher right there, going for a swoosh, but Reese comes out on the back end. Doesn't matter though, because Arc is in max, so she is able to burst out. Not having any meter right here means she can't go into heat, but Arc doesn't really have any HP regen to get back, and she's not really taking any offense right now, so not having heat isn't really a big deal for him. Goes in for the overhead pow bunker, is there unblockable, catches Arc, comes back down. Arc is able, no, because he ended up getting bursting early, he wasn't able to turn that DP into meter, so Reese barely gonna survive. Reese might be looking for a charge. There we go, counter hit. This is probably gonna give Reese enough meter to go into Blood Heat or FRC, but no, he ends up dropping it. Maybe he's looking for a charge, maybe he's just gonna keep trying to poke, but no, ends up getting hauled out by Arc's dive kick. First round gonna end up going to Dark right there. That Arc dive kick is stupid, by the way. You can cancel moves out of it on whiff, so it's not like, you know, V-Scion, how it's got 9 frames of recovery on landing and it's minus on hit and block. So, if, like, V-Scion dive kicks, you're like, oh, alright, cool, I'll go in. Like, if Arc dive kicks and it misses, you still have to be afraid, because just cancel into something and take you full screen. Reset the bursting out, bringing Arc back into the mid-screen, going for those, the high kicks into the gut punches, going in for the pile bunker, ends up hitting her. That's a lot of damage just off one pile bunker. Blocks the DP, here we're gonna go get a big punish, but no, it looks like he ends up dropping it, goes in for more high kicks. Maybe he didn't expect it to catch the DP, honestly, he was just going for a pressure string, but either way, now he's got his back to the corner, but he does have the health advantage. Coming back down with JC, he hits the JC, but he misses the confirm, ends up delaying is normal enough for Arc to end up mashing out, probably just trying to reduce, and Arc jumping in over the top, putting Reese back into the corner. Reese taking an air block string, being put back on the ground, the fight they catching him. Is Arc gonna be able to get enough damage to finish Reese off on here? He might be able to arc drive for extra damage if he can't finish it, but no, he's probably not even gonna need that. It's Arcueid right here, right? Bringing him up. No! Is he gonna get the meter? It's not doing anything! It's just not doing anything! You're hitting him like 99 way, and then he comes back down and gets DP'd. Like, basically teleports to the floor and gets DP'd. Dude, fucking arc players, dude. Like, oh, I guess I'll just, like, oh, it's not enough damage? Oh, I guess I'll just make it keep going. Oh, it's not enough damage? I guess I'll just make it keep going. Like, he got like, 70 hits right there, and it's like, arc, it's not gonna kill him. Just fucking, like, let the game resume. He's like a PCL player. Like, no, this combo has to go on longer, or else I can't feel good about this win. And then, only 30 hits? I don't know. I read, like, 79, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, did you see how fast Reese came to the ground? Like, all the gravity that was, like, pulling him down, trying to get him on the ground. Like, come on, get down here! And Arc's just juggling him. The gravity's, like, trying to pull him down. It's just building up, like, you're fucking Mario BLJing. And it's like, oh, the speed limit has been exceeded. And Reese just meteors into the ground. But anyway, okay, so then the next game we'll see is Poktamor versus Speedy, which is probably going to be another, like, fucking 4 rollback, 1 delay game, but whatever. Man, Speedy, we're going to see Speedy hosting. Maybe he's not souped up. I don't know what he's got going on, but Speedy's actually Speedy's legendary. There's three main like schools of martial arts in the European Melty Blood area. You know how every area of the land has schools of martial arts. There's 3 main schools of martial arts for European Melty, and Speedy is the head of his dojo. There's like a Triforce. There's like 3 parts of the Triforce. Speedy is like one of those pieces. He's the head of his dojo, and Speedy's kind of he's legendary, but he's also got kind of an infamous reputation because what he's legendary for is developing some of the most forbidden, infamous tech on the planet. And he builds that tech with the under the precedence that he's creating tech so that he can keep it hidden so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. But then if you've ever had to play against Speedy, you'll see that occasionally he'll use that forbidden tech. And when you call him out on it, he says something like, oh, well, it's okay when I do it because I can be trusted. Like, just because he's the head of a dojo, he can be trusted. And I don't know what it is. So Speedy, a bit of a suspicious figure, but he is one of the most legendary Melty Blood players of all time. And the only time anyone ever tends to beat him is when he's letting them win. Exit 14. There we go. So we'll see. We'll see if we see any like forbidden tech coming out of Speedy right here. But he said he's not souped up, and I imagine that it's kind of like a Witcher potion, Speedy's soup. That if Speedy doesn't take his potion, he might not be able to use the forbidden tech. It's like an enhancer. Like, the forbidden tech is doable by humans, but only at the cost of your life, unless you soup up with some Deutsche soup. But no, he's a practitioner of forbidden arts, so you have to be careful around Speedy. All right, so we're gonna go. Yeah, Speedy's gonna be on player 1. I mean, everyone who graduates from Speedy School of Martial Arts ends up becoming some kind of fiend. Like, have you guys heard about how legendary Phantomu is? Like, he's like the best CCL player who's ever like lived. He goes to Japan and he just fucking destroys everyone in the game center effortlessly. They delete the VOD because, I mean, why would you keep a VOD up, you know? Imagine you're in a Japanese arcade and then some random foreigner from Europe just comes, beats everybody, like, no problem, with fucking some mid-ass tier like CL, and then just, like, leaves. You're not gonna keep that up. That's horrible. So, you know... But you really think Phantomu was using legitimate tactics? No, he comes from Speedy's dojo. Phantomu is using, like, obviously forbidden tech. And then you've got CC, who ends up becoming, like, a demon lord. Yeah, sure, she's pretty legit, but... Do you really think there isn't some kind of underlying power boost she received from her sensei? I don't know. I think there's foul play going on with everyone who ever comes out of Speedy's dojo. So Speedy go, here we go. Master Speedy versus Poktamor. Speedy on his f-len right here. Let's see what attacks he gets to pull. Just walking at him menacingly. Go for an air throw, ends up missing it, being counter hit, brought down to the corner, teching back into the corner, and Speedy blocking some basic pressure. That is plus on block, but come on, jumping. Speedy! Catwalking right under, here we go. He gonna get the first one up. It goes for a JA on it, but it ends up missing. Speedy not able to get a huge frame, but he does end up catching the redash in. Not afraid of command grab, just gonna go in, go for a throw, 1.9k, catches the ground tech, but not able to get too much off of it. Going in right here, but he does have the health advantage by about half. Jumping right over the top of that. Poktamor doesn't really have any meter right now, and Speedy coming in, using his big normals to kind of try to protect the space. Throwing a fireball. Poktamor gets over the top, gets him with some stagger pressure, and Speedy being brought down into the corner right here, taking some stagger pressure. Ends up counter-hitting each other twice, but Speedy gonna get the hard knockdown off of it. Walking up, missing, but catwalking into him. There we go, gets it with the left, right, and lands on the right side. Poktamor not ready for it. Speedy coming up, is in max mode, so he can FRC and burst right now. Gonna go in for something dangerous probably. Goes in for a fireball. Is he gonna throw another fireball? No, jumps in, comes right over the top of the fucking command grab. Air dashes in, right over shield and gets him. First round gonna go to Speedy. Read like a book. Read like a book. Speedy over there, fucking, like, oof. Pushes up his glasses, all according to Keikaku. Not even a challenge. Coming in over the top right here. Ends up getting counter hit by Poktamor. Maybe Speedy getting a little bit cocky, but no, not a big punish. So Speedy getting all that confidence back. His ego's pretty big right now. You can feel it. You can just feel the smugness on the screen. Mashing right out through command grabs. Speedy ain't gonna get command grab right here. No one throw a command grab Speedy Dragon. Speedy bringing it back down over the ground. Jumping over the top. Oh, putting a mirror on top. Bringing it back down to keep it plus. And Poktamor jumping away. And Speedy, ooh, you're gonna jump away. Oh, no, gets counter hit. But not a big punish again. So Speedy not fearing anything. How can you make Speedy fear? Doesn't matter how many times you counter hit him. If you don't get a good punish off it, Speedy's never gonna fear you. Another good air throw, but not a big punish out of it. Speedy getting staggered and brought into the corner, and these are starting to add up as Speedy is taking and did he DC? Oh no. Did they DC, or is Speedy utilizing forbidden tech right now? This is what the Ryugi game looked like last time Speedy began to play against the Sei. And here we go, come in! What was he doing? Maybe he was just powering up, faking him out, pretending he wasn't playing the game. Speedy making a fool of his teammate, jumping in over the top, counter hit. Uh-oh. What did Speedy do in the time that he was standing perfectly still? What happened right there? What was he trying to accomplish? Comes in, it gets Poktamor on the way down, bringing him back up. And the first game, gonna end up going to Speedy. What did I see? You can't trust Speedy Dragon. He is one of the most dishonest players in the game. He feeds on your honorable energy. Like, oh no guys, my controller isn't working. Give me a second. Let me just plug it. Bam! And then he runs in and hits you. And I bet you anything, even if you did try to swing at him, Speedy would have just body flickered behind him. It's like a parry. It's a trap. You can't fall for it. And now he's sitting there making up some kind of excuse. Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened, Speedy. Steam opened up and it messed with your stuff, huh? Just like it's okay for you to use forbidden tech as long as you're the only one using it because you can be trusted, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And he tries to play it off too. He can't even be a villain and admit it. He has to try to pretend that he's not doing this on purpose. And Poktamor right now, getting pissed off, going into an rage chat. I can't believe Speedy played me like that. Yeah, it was Opie Academy had to update. Speedy has a macro on his keyboard that instantly opens up Opie Academy from wherever he is, whatever programs are open. So he must have accidentally fat-fingered that, and then Opie Academy was trying to open, and Speedy's like, no, now's not the time. Speedy in the corner right now. Catwalks right under Poktamor, but he does have a mirror on top. Using the mirror to get some plus frames. Coming in, using those big disjointed normals to kind of do some stagger pressure. Going in, coming and air dashing over the top, trying to fake him out. But there we go. Blocks the shield. It gets a counter hit. Bringing him up. Taking him back down. 2.2k damage. Is he going to ground tech? Does ground tech. You don't want to do that versus Speedy Dragon. No one ground tech Speedy and lives. Again! He must not be listening to me. Nobody ground tech Speedy Dragon and lives. And Speedy Dragon lets him out on purpose just to air throw him. He's playing with his food over here. He's not even trying. What bad games. Oh my god, Speedy. Bringing him up, kitting it up with the left, right, taking him back down all the way over the other side of the map. Is he going to ground tech Speedy? Not close enough to get it, so we'll let it pass on that one. Just Speedy standing under the mirror. You're going to jump on my mirror? I don't think so. Catwalking at him, getting with the fireball, though. Another fireball, 3 fireballs. Oh, and then a mirror coming up. Will the mirror come back and hit towards? Come on, no, Speedy. I'm not going to take command grabs. What did I tell you? You can't command grab Speedy. He's invincible to it. There we go. The mirror coming in, but no, Speedy whiffs his throw. I'd like to believe it was on purpose, but I don't know. That looked a little sketch, Speedy. I think he just kind of fucked up right there. I don't know. Come back over the top, but no, all his moves multi-hit so hard that it's just keeping Kouma locked in his fucking super armor. He can't do anything. These B-buttons on multi-hit, and then Speedy, just like I said, you can't ground tech Speedy Dragon. It's impossible. You think that a master like him is going to let a single ground tech he could have punished get away? Speedy Dragon. He's got the eyes of ground tech perception. It's impossible. He knows which way the second he senses a tech, he already knows which way you're going. So the only way to beat him is just to not tech at all. Alright, so then the next game we'll get going is we'll do, let's do semifinals with Hayyel and Shizune, and we'll do, because it's semifinals, it's going to be first to 3 instead of first to 2. Zero this out, I'll ping him in Discord. That was pretty great, though. Did you see Speedy? He's just, like, doing just, like, a random lens stream. He's like, oh, I'll just land and push 2A and 2A again. Maybe a 5B, and Kouma's just sitting there, like, trapped in his own super armor. Because all those fucking B buttons, like, multi-hit. Oh, man. Not in game, can't spectate. All right, we'll give him like 5 minutes to connect. In that time, let's look at the bracket. That's what good TOs do, right? And they like show bracket off on stream and shit. So right here we've got semifinals, right? It's gonna be Shizune Hayyel. That's gonna be first of 3, and then we're gonna go on to the finals, and we'll do finals. Well, so we're gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna go all the way through losers, and then we'll go up to finals, right? So this is gonna be first of 3 Shizune Hayyel, and then right, I need to update this score. And it's going to be Speedy versus Doric in losers round 4, and then whoever wins that in round 5, and then finals. And everything up to this point is... No, not everything up to this point. This is going to be first of 3, semifinals here, and this is going to be first of 3 because it's finals, but this is going to be first of 2, like normal, but the finals of losers is also going to be first of 3. Alright, so we'll go back into the Discord. Let's see if Shizune joined in. Not in game, still can't connect. Shizune is apparently having problems. We'll give, what did I say? We'll give him 5 minutes. How long has it been? How many minutes has it been? I wonder if he's gonna have Opie Academy open when he's fighting Doric too. Probably. Speedy doesn't. I mean, yesterday, Speedy said what was the other one he was gonna play? What was that game called, Haku? The one with the elf? Oh, I have to like look up what the name is called for the other gacha game Speedy's gonna be playing. Or not gacha game. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so Speedy's also playing the Busty Elf Wife and the Premature Ejaculator, Hypno NTR Peaking. So, I imagine both of those games can be played with one hand. So, Speedy's probably playing Opie Academy on one hand, and then the Elf Housewife and the Premature Ejaculator with the other hand, one on each monitor. And then when he gets called into Melty, he has to come in and play Melty. Which one he closes, though? It's like, that's up to debate. It's kind of difficult to find a download for that game. I can probably find it. If you really... Oh, you managed to do it? Okay, I was going to say, if you really can't find a download, I can probably find one. And then I can just link it in my mega folder. Damn, Shizune having a hard time getting in. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll put Hayyel and Shizune on hold then. And we'll just do we'll do Doric and Speedy next. What are some good NTR games? I don't know. You think I fucking play porn games? Speedy Dragon's the expert. And even if I did play a porn game, I wouldn't play a porn game with NTR, no peeking, Elf Housewife, Premature Ejaculator, alright? I'd go like all out and do something like Monster Girls. You don't want your Steam library to proudly display NTR games. Alright, so we're gonna get another game from Speedy Dragon. Didn't give him time to soup up. That's probably for the best, though. If we get... Speedy probably, since he's gotten this far, he's probably getting souped up. So we can't give him time to soup up. Or what was it he told me earlier? He told me to... He told me I need to try some Nabberbox. I think Speedy might be, like, reaching into his Nabberbox right now. And that's what he's trying to get power from. So if we don't give him time to, like, grab his Nabberbox, then I think Doric might stand a chance. I still can't fucking get in, though. It just says keeps trying to connect to the IP. Okay, now they're in. Let me change the scoreboard. And then Dork's going to be on P1, Speedy's going to be on P2. All right, cool. All right, now we wait for it to sync up. So I think we'll probably see another Speedy Dragon f-len, but we know that he has a variety of characters with dark arts that he's adapted for them. Like, we're all familiar with Speedy's dark arts because of the Speedy, not the Speedy, the Ryugi neck snap tech that just, like, he used to instantly win that round versus F-say and actually put her in a coma. She never came back. But that's Ryugi specific tech. That's not f-len tech. So far, the most forbidden tech I've seen is when he stopped and powered up and froze time. I mean, that's the only reason I can think of for why Poktamor didn't attack him, right? Time must have been frozen. I thought they were going to choose the white flower stage, and I'm like, you want to try to burn his retinas out, huh? I'm like, that's the game plan? Maybe a Speedy can't look at the screen? Alright, here we go. Speedy Dragon versus... Oh no. Speedy Dragon versus Dork. Speedy Dragon standing still, coming up over the top, coming back down, missing. Dork right now, so this is kind of an interesting matchup in that Dork's got like big disjointed normals that are really, really active, but Speedy's got normals that aren't as active but have bigger disjoints. So they both are trying to kind of get in the same relative way, but there we go! Look at the fucking Dorito hit him, but it didn't really do much. Speedy wasn't able to pick up on it, but wow, Dork's actually taking a lot of damage right here, but here we go. Speedy getting counter hit, gonna get brought all the way back over to the other side of the map. Arc combo just still going on. Speedy gonna wake up. What's he gonna do when he wakes up, though? He's gonna wake up, and then it looks like he tried to go for a wake up air throw, maybe, but ended up getting hit. Arc didn't confirm off it, though. No! Do you see that? He catwalked under the dive kick, but I guess the dive kick hits behind Arc, and Speedy ends up getting hit right there. Speedy brought back to the other corner. What's he gonna try to go for? Jumps up in the air and ends up chicken blocking. Dorito's still there. Is he gonna get a combo? Here we go! Big combo coming off it. How long has that Dorito been there? 4.4k, and Speedy, all according to Keikaku. That Dorito that he said about 30 seconds ago? Yeah, he knows what he's gonna do with that. 4k damage into full Kerner carry, please. Bring you over. Now he's in max, so he could FRC, putting up another Dorito right there, getting all that health back, going in, using that to get a lot of plus frames, coming in, going over the high-low right there, maybe thinking, ooh, is this gonna be a Len fuzzy? No fuzzy for you, just cat into low. And there we go, first round, gonna end up going to Speedy. Speedy coming up, going and trying to poke him out on the approach, but not able to get him. There we go, using those disjointed normals to stop Arc from coming. He gets another Dorito out there, putting a second Dorito up, putting Arc in block stun, but Arc is able to start pressure on him, gets counter hit, bringing him up, taking it back down. Arc in max mode right now, so she can, burst. Well, I mean, I don't know. Will she be able to burst? Her combos last so long, she's going to wait out her own max. Speedy right there, mashing out in between the stagger pressure, bringing her up, taking her back down, 2.5k damage, no tech. He knows you don't tech against Speedy Dragon. It's an unwinnable scenario. Speedy already knows when it's coming. Speedy right there, goes for the fuzzy, ends up actually getting blocked, so Arc has the neutral mid-screen right now, ends up mashing Speedy out on his redash check, and then coming back in, taking him up, bringing him back down. How much damage are we gonna get out of this, Arc? Oh no, Speedy actually able to tech out! Drops the combo, Speedy! Oh! Cow walks under! Reads the fucking heat coming, not a heat, a burst coming a mile away, brings him up, and now Speedy's like, now I'm in max. Oh no! Ends up ground techie, and Speedy saw it coming, but his character just didn't turn around. Ends up putting him in back turn stance, but he does have max, so he's able to turn around. Dork right there, floats over the top of the Dorito and intending to put Speedy with a swoosh, which is good, but not able to get a lot off of it. That was a counter hit, so that's gonna be the end of Speedy probably right there. Wark just gets two. No, he drops it! Speedy comes down, gets it with an overhead! Those J's are overheads on F2 characters in the first round, gonna end up going to Speedy right there. What was that? I don't know, I smell foul play. It really seemed like Dork had that shit, but what did Speedy do right there? Did you guys see anything weird? We all know that he plays in a second dimension. Maybe he, like, body flickered in and out in, like, a frame? That was weird. I don't know. That's a little bit sus, Speedy. Well, like I told you, you can't trust this guy. He's always employing forbidden tech that you don't even know exists. There we go. Catches Dork out right there with the 2A. Bringing him over to the corner. Dork gonna try to... No chance to tech. Speedy's just gonna catch him. Counter hitting him. Bringing him up. Not gonna take him back down. Speedy coming in over the top of him. Throwing a fireball. No, ends up getting counter hit though. Here we're gonna go some big arc damage coming over the corner. Speedy gonna use something to get out of this. Speedy strangled him through the monitor. Arc bringing him down. Gonna go for a high-low. End up Speedy blocking it though. Goes for a swoosh. A second swoosh. Speedy ends up going for a shield. Holds it a little too long though. Arc comes down. Punishes with a swoosh. 2.8k damage. Speedy not teching. Getting brought back up by another swoosh. Invalid. 3.5k. Speedy teching out. But they counter each other twice. But Speedy gonna get the hard knockdown, which means Speedy's gonna get the advantage over here. Bringing Arc over into the corner. Getting a bit of pressure, but Arc jumps out. And Speedy right now. Oh no. Ends up getting mashed out when he's trying to redash. And it looks like it's gonna be the end of him. But no! Speedy ended up able to take out again. He's gonna get an FRC right here to get that health back. Is he gonna blood heat or FRC? Where's it come? There we go. There's the FRC. Putting the Dorito up. Right now, their health values are even. and Speedy has that or that low health advantage. What's he gonna do? Oh, goes for the baiting of the burst, but not able to get it. And Doric right now does have max, but the thing is, the lower the max goes, the less he's gonna get out of Blood Heat being an H-moon, or a C-moon character. He might be looking for a normal heat at 200 meter to get that high health back, but Speedy probably gonna be looking, oh, Catwalk's under, but able to get, not able to get a punish on it. Arc turns around, 2 sees him, ends up auto-correcting. Is Arc gonna get enough damage off of this? Swooshes, he's trying to make the combo last 10 years, but no, bursts out. No, he doesn't have the meter now, so he can't go into heat, but no, goes for a throw. Speedy breaks it. Speedy takes him back up out of the ground. You can't just walk up to Speedy Dragon. Speedy catwalking to the other side of the map. Can't hit me if I'm this low, bitch. Gonna catwalk right under those 5As, bringing him down to the ground. End up going in for some, like, diving, teleporting, looking ass pressure. Going into the top and missing, and Speedy able to start some pressure right here. Going for a fireball, putting a Dorito up. Ends up getting a hit off the Dorito. Not able to get a confirm off of it, though. Speedy going for a shield. You just run up and hits his shield. I think I know what the problem is here. Speedy, oh my god. I think Speedy has Doric under mind control, and he's using some kind of genjutsu. How are you just gonna walk up and swing right into Speedy's held shield like that? There's no way. Speedy this has to be foul play going on. Speedy with the Dorito over the top. There we go. Using it for plus frames right here. Bringing him up over the top. Going for the fuzzy, ends up getting him, bringing it back down. Speedy does have max, so he could try to go into blood. He could FRC, no real reason to. He doesn't have any health to get back. Is he gonna try to bait a ground tech right here? Don't do it. No, you did it, but oh, you heated out of it, so Speedy wasn't able to get it. Smart move, but no, you're gonna get swept right there. Your entire heat's gonna run out. Speedy gonna throw you to the ground. One more hit from Speedy, gonna go, and he's Speedy air throws him a centimeter off of the floor. How is he even gonna do that? That's insane. How he's just gonna jump at someone and air throw him like that? Like he wasn't even airborne. It's like he just magnet hands him up. He's like an air grappler. What did I tell you? You think that you look at that, right? You see that, and you're gonna try telling me the Speedy Dragon doesn't employ forbidden tech? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Who else can just do that? That just doesn't happen, you know? I don't think there's any coincidences going on here. Alright, so now let's try to see if Hayyel and Shizune have the game going. But, yeah, I missed 4 rounds because you missed an ender. I don't know if you missed the ender. I don't know, man. Speedy's pretty suspicious. He might have been, like, fucking with you. There were a lot of things that it seemed like you were a little bit hypnotized, right? Speedy would do something, and it's like, I don't know, Speedy, there's no way he's gonna fall for that. And then you just kind of, like, walk right in, and I'm like, dang. Like, I don't know. Speedy's pretty sketchy. I think there's foul play, but we can't prove anything. That's what makes the tech so forbidden. And this is, I think, semifinals? Yeah, winners finals, right? No, this is semifinals. There is no semifinals, though. Oh, that's fine. And Shizune and Hayyel are still trying to get each other in. If it becomes a huge problem, we might need to end up doing, like, a coin toss kind of thing. I don't know. Like, they can try to play it out, or we might end up just going in for a coin toss, because if they really can't connect to each other. I mean, man, that's kind of shitty, though, because then we're right at the end, so if, like, whoever loses the coin toss beats Speedy, then it's like, oh, who wants to coin toss for grand final? That sucks. Delay over limit. So if they can't connect, we might need to do some kind of 3-way... It's like a Mexican standoff type thing. So the last people alive are Speedy, Hayyel, and Shizune. And if Hayyel and Shizune can't connect, then maybe we have Speedy fight both Hayyel and Shizune. And if he beats both of them, then Speedy's the champion. But if Speedy loses to one of them, but beats the other one, then Speedy has to rematch the other person for Grand Champion. And if he loses to both, then Speedy loses. I don't know. I don't know how we'll do it, but hopefully they can connect. All right, so it says 3 rollback, 1 delay. So I mean, if they're just playing in like 4 rollback, essentially. That might not be too bad. I'll take them at the same time. No, Speedy, that's not NTR. Alright, so we'll see if it ends up fucking up. Watching them in grand finals after he gets DQ. Alright, so, oh man, this is laggy as shit. 43 FPS. Dang. 42, 39, 43. Oh man, this is some real fucking, This is some real... Okay. So let's ask him this, No, Shizune is. Okay. So Shizune apparently can't connect to Hayyel, so they're gonna try connecting with Speedy, and if it doesn't run well with Speedy, then and then we'll just go straight to grand finals, I guess. If they go straight to grand finals, maybe we'll do like a super grand finals, and we'll do like instead of like first to 3, and then we'll do like a first to 4. I don't fucking know. But yeah, we'll try Shizune versus Speedy now. Let me swap this in. People are commenting on the fact that, like, when I added in, like, Hayyel taking that game from, like, DQ. I don't actually know how you can, like, what's it called? Like, set someone as DQ, so I just gave Hayyel 900 wins. I'm sure that won't affect anything in the long run at the end of the day. I'm sure that's fine. That won't affect future seeding for Hayyel to have 900 wins under his belt. But yeah, okay, we'll try Shizune versus Speedy now. Maybe playable if somewhat stable. Alright. So it looks like Speedy and Shizune might end up being able to go through. But here's the thing, is that if Shizune beats Speedy, then what do we do? Because Shizune can't play against fucking Hayyel, right? So maybe if Shizune beats Speedy, then we have Speedy play Hayyel anyway. And, No, that's fucked up. At that point, it might as well just be like a weird tag team looking. Holy shit, 5 rollback, 1 delay. These fucking Wi-Fi players. Alright, wait for it to sync up and then we'll get going. Alright, they're good to go. Let's see if this is how this ends up playing out. 60 FPS with stagger. Uh-oh, 56. Uh-oh, 60. Back at 60. All right, Speedy going up, hitting Satsuki from the back, but the game lags, and then the lag again. All right, here we go, Speedy. But lag. Invalid. Speedy coming back down, putting Satsuki in the corner. Satsuki hit. It ends up dropping. Jumping up, coming back in. JD's Dorito going in. 52 frames per second, 60 frames. Dorito up. Another frozen attack. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. The game probably ate his controls. Man, they're like fighting so fast that our eyes can't perceive it. It's just like fucking with our perception of time. 53 FPS coming back in. 60 up. Speedy gets a shield. Ends up counter hitting. Brings him back up. Well, no, I don't think those lags are Speedy's tech. I don't think those lags are Speedy's tech. Okay, so since we essentially just, like, DQ'd through all of semifinals. Alright, so I'm gonna ask them if they want to do like first to 4 in grand finals because we just DQ'd through all of semifinals. So I'm gonna ask them if they want to do like first to 4 in grand instead of first to 3. But first to 3 is already longer, so I'll see what they want. Okay, so what we're going to do, because we basically just DQ'd all the way to finals, is we're going to have the first set be first to 4 rather than first to 3. And then if Speedy resets the bracket, it'll default back to first to 3. Man, I can't wait to connect to this and see fucking, like, 4 rollback, 1 delay, and be like, oh, okay, cool. Let's see what it is. Alright, he says they're in, so I'm trying to connect right now. But it's just giving me the fucking, like, nothing. Only 2 rollback? Speedy's in Germany too, and I get like, I get like 45 ping when I play with Hayyel. And Speedy's in Germany, but he gets low enough ping to go 2 rollback versus Hayyel? What is this? Is it just because I live in the countryside and my internet is really that shit? That's insane. Now the game is gonna take forever to connect. Maybe 2 rollback was like a misinput and the game is running like shit because of that. Ugh, it's just black screening me. Alright, we'll try hosting on Hayyel this time. Man, whenever I never know if shit's gonna go on, like, forever. I need to get, like, something to put in the background for when, like, matches are taking forever, right? To get going. So that it's not just, like, black frozen screen while I sit here and try to work things out. So, we'll play. Okay. Let's see. Starting versus mode. Alright, this time it worked. Okay, cool. Alright, they're good to go. We've got Hayyel on P1 with the c-tohno, Speedy on P2 with the whatever Speedy's gonna go for, we'll find out. f-len, alright. The classic Speedy f-len. We're gonna have Hayyel over here on his purple-looking c-tohno. Alright, grand finals. It's gonna be first to 4 for the first set, just because we skipped all of semis. So, here we go. Speedy going up, blocking the, oh, getting hit. Give me a second. I have to burp, so I was like, fucking with me. Okay. Speedy getting put down into the corner, blocking, trying to catwalk under. Doesn't catwalk under, but it does catch Hayyel off. Maybe he blocks on the wrong side, and Speedy ends up bringing him up, taking him back down. More damage than that one combo that Hayyel's done with the Hayyel's confirms. He's got a Dorito thing in the mid-screen, ends up counter-hitting Hayyel, taking him up. So he's going to bring him back down. How much damage is he going to get? 3.1k. Is Hayyel going to ground tech? All right, not ground teching. So I guess Speedy the ability to put up a mirror, though. Ooh, Hayyel end up blocking him. Look at this! He's gonna DP. Speedy ends up bursting him out. Ground techs on the burst. Number 1, don't ground tech burst. They're catchable in all directions, but like everyone. Number 2, don't ground tech versus Speedy. He's insane. He'll always catch it. Right here, going in for a blood heat. What's he gonna try to do? Is he gonna try to go for Tohno's like blood heated last arc maybe? No, he's just he's right over Speedy. Goes for a low. Ends up getting cut out. It's gonna be enough to kill him though. Bringing him up, and that is gonna be enough to kill Speedy. So the first round gonna end up going to Hayyel right there. All right, here we go. Round 2. Speedy tech prey to the wind. Speedy jumping up, putting him in a block string. It ends up clipping him, but not able to get too much off it. Again, here we go, getting with an air throw. What's he gonna get out of this? 1.9k, 2k, 2.4k, 2.5k. He's gonna hit him again. Nope, goes in. Doesn't ground tech. 2.6k in a mirror set, which is good. Plus frames. Now he's gonna throw him. Combo throw coming out over here. Grappler Speedy Dragon, bringing him up, putting a mirror on top. Goes in for the left right. The mirror hits him, bringing him up, throwing him back down to the corner. Don't tech out though. Speedy will catch it. Oh, jumps up, ends up catching him back on the ground when the Tohno JC misses. But Tohno mashes out with the 2A, ends up counter hitting Speedy. Gonna get a pretty good amount of ground right here. Going in for a heat to get a lot of that health back. Waste all that meter to use his like ground DP to pull him back down. Maybe he was trying to catch Speedy out doing something. I don't know. Didn't get him, but he got him right here now. 1.6k puts him in the corner. One more good hit from Speedy's gonna kill him though, because Speedy does have a lot of damage coming out on that flank. Does clip him, but now it's really gonna put in the fact that next time he gets, he's gonna die. Tries to dodge through the ball, but it's just way too slow. And Speedy, look at him just standing there. Second round gonna end up going to Speedy. Going up, hitting Hayyel, 500 damage, not a lot, but Hayyel counter hitting it back on down with the Tohno JC. Going for the Oki setup, not off really damage, because he wants to get a little bit of pressure, but Speedy back in the corner. Speedy up in the corner right now, ends up getting thrown by Hayyel. Hayyel bringing him back down, going for the Oki route instead, going up over the top, counter hitting Speedy. Speedy coming back down, blocking what Hayyel's got going on. Hayyel doing some basic stagger pressure, going and catching Speedy with an overhead, taking Speedy up, bringing him back down, goes into maximum, so he does have a burst if he tries to do something dangerous and get in. Right there, not gonna burst out though. Speedy does catch him, but tries to DP down through Speedy, not able to get the punish. Speedy throwing some fireballs, keeping a bit of distance. Speedy doesn't really have the meter to go into heat, being an F-len character, so he's gonna have to go in eventually. And here we go, goes in, maybe tries to bait something out, maybe the DP possibly, but Hayyel just ends up pushing the 2A, catches Speedy out on his edge of his pressure, and first round gonna end up going to Hayyel right there. Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Round starting up. Speedy coming in over the top, immediately getting counter hit by Hayyel's JC. Bringing Speedy up, taking him back down, going for the Oki route right here, trying to catch a ground tech, but Speedy not ground teching after 5 beats. Goes in for a throw, misses. Speedy throws him back into the corner, gets scooped, using a mirror to put him back down. Try to go for a ground tech, but Hayyel not ground teching, respecting Speedy's ability to catch ground techs. Bringing up Speedy going back in over the top, hitting Hayyel in the back of the head, but Speedy not able to pick up anything off it. Hayyel protecting a lot of space with these JCs, but he's getting a little bit too much of a, he's monkeying out a little bit too much when it gets hit. But there we go, just commits on to Speedy, and Speedy places a mirror, ends up getting counter hit and those recovery frames. But there we go, Hayyel, no, the mirror ends up interfering with Speedy's combo, putting Hayyel on the wrong side. The Hayyel ends up going in for Speedy's shield, gets bursted out though, so Speedy not able to get too much out of it. Speedy shielding him out of the air, bringing him down, not able to get too much off it though. Hayyel ends up ground teching away. Speedy not able to really pick up the combo he wants to be picking up off this. Going up, counter hitting Hayyel up in the air. Now he's gonna go into max, probably FRC this for all his health back. Maybe? There's the FRC, and he's gonna get the mirror out for free, bringing it back down to protect a lot of that space. Then he counter hits Hayyel, coming back up. There we go. First round of game 2 gonna end up going to Speedy right here. It's pretty insane how much disjoint those buttons come out of coming out of Len does. That like JV she has. It's a really good air to air with a good disjoint. It's like, look at it, hits him again. Really good to Speedy playing that really preemptive game. like, knowing Hayyel wants to use those JCs, so Speedy isn't really swinging for where Hayyel is. Speedy is swinging for Hayyel's potential extended hurt box, and every time he does that successfully, he's gonna get a counter hit off of it, and if he ever misses, he's a full moon character, so he does get to just land without taking any recovery. Right now, Speedy's got a mirror above him, throwing some fireballs, trying to zone Hayyel out. There he goes for another one, trying to swing at Hayyel, but he ends up going over the top. Doesn't really matter, though, because Hayyel, or Speedy does have that 0 landing recovery. Hayyel then going for Oki. Speedy ends up shielding, but going for a counter on the wrong side of him. Speedy, there we go. Sweeping, it's going fast. I keep losing my train of thought. It's because I'm trying to use people's names, not character names. All right, Tohno bringing him up, taking him back down. Going for an Oki, going for a Bloody. Is he going to go for the unblockable right here? No, just going for some basic stagger pressure. Nope, doesn't go for it, but there he goes. He just slides right into Speedy. There we go, Speedy. Mind controlling people again, holding shield to its maximum final frame, and people just walk right into it. There we go, air throwing him down. Is he going to go? Oh, air tech, not ground tech, though. Speedy ends up missing what he was going for. Ends up getting punished for it, too, because, you know, missing an air throw really does put you in a lot of ground recovery, even if you're an F-moon. Being brought down right now. The next person to get hit is probably going to end up losing this, but Speedy does have another round he can go for. Hayyel pushing himself out of this pressure, and Speedy jumping up, getting hit, but it's not a counter hit. Coming back down, getting counter hit by the JC on Tohno. And yeah, Tohno can just do that. Tohno can air backdash out of an air string and still be in range for his JC. It's really, really good at kind of faking people out, making him think they're able to get out, but they're not. Speedy, there we go. Grabbing Tohno's long leg, bringing him back down over to the corner. 2.6k, and Speedy about to go into max. So he could FRC something if he wants to. I don't know if he will, though, because he probably doesn't want to use all of his meter now for nothing. There we go. Getting a counter hit, bringing Hayyel up, taking him back down to gun. Hayyel, techs out. No, you got hot. But Speedy doesn't confirm off it. Speedy gonna burst, but Hayyel ends up baiting the burst. Now Hayyel going into max mode. So if Hayyel tries to go and do something dangerous, Speedy mashes it out. Hayyel's gonna be perfectly fine. Speedy could potentially bait it, though, if he's doing something sneaky, but no, Hayyel jumps up the second time, air throws Speedy back down into the corner, going in for the Oki setup again, going in for a throw on Speedy. What's Speedy gonna do? Jumps up, trying to get an air throw, but misses it. Hayyel not in range to punish it, though, and Speedy coming back in over the top. There we go! DP, but no, Speedy forgets this c-tohno has a follow-up to his DP, and he ends up getting hit by it, brought back down to the corner, and the second game gonna end up going to Hayyel right there. It's insane. It's insane. Because I said so. Anyway, so Speedy going for JA, missing, and Hayyel going for a throw, but neither player in a position to really punish each other for the whiff they had. Speedy going in, doesn't actually pick up on what he's doing, and Hayyel's able to tech away, putting him back in neutral. But there we go, Hayyel hits him, but Speedy able to trade him with the fireball, bringing him up, taking him over the corner, but he's not really getting a lot off of all these confirms, whereas Hayyel is able to get Oki off of most of what he's getting, even if he's not getting too much damage. So Speedy isn't really able to carry a lot of this momentum that he's trying to build right now. Speedy bringing Hayyel down, coming over the top, getting with an overhead, another overhead, going for a fuzzy, but misses. Hayyel just doesn't block high. Speedy shields him, gonna put Hayyel into the corner. Speedy's hitting Hayyel like 5 or 6 times, but they're all just like not being confirmed into. So Hayyel's just like close to dead, but not quite dead, really. Speedy going in, gets it with an NTR, but ooh, not able to get a huge punish off of it. Speedy coming in, going in for a bloody for some reason. Oh, here we go. He wants a fast one this time. Ooh, but Hayyel, maybe thinking it was gonna, he probably thought that Hayyel might think it's a slow one, but no, Hayyel not ready, or Hayyel ready for it, rather. Blocks it in the air, and Speedy not able to get too much out of it. Now Speedy here without any meter, and Hayyel in max mode, gonna use that. That is safe, so Hayyel trying to keep his pressure up with this free meter that he is getting. Speedy blocks the overhead, comes in, blocks the overhead again. Hayyel misses his throw, and that's gonna be Speedy just sitting there, biding his time, waiting patiently, and then, okay, I'm gonna wait for the reset. No, don't need to wait for a reset. You fucked up the throw. Yeah, you're getting scooped, kid. There we go. Another counter hit with that JB. I swear, I think Speedy has counter hit Hayyel with that JB more than Hayyel has hit Speedy with his own JC. There we go, but there's a JC though, don't I look like a fool now. Hayyel counter hitting Speedy, not able to get too much of Speedy. Ground attacking Hayyel, catches the ground attack, but doesn't get too much off of it. Throwing Speedy into the corner, Speedy goes for a rising air throw, misses it twice. Hayyel gets the counter hit on the second one, bringing Speedy back down to the corner, taking him up, missing his attack though, but Speedy gonna shield him. Hayyel gonna burst out, Speedy not gonna be able to do much, not ground attacking there, that's smart, but he is gonna mash on Wake Up or something. I don't know what he's trying to do, gets hit with a counter hit right there, and Speedy, he's got a lot of red health he could potentially get back if he was a C-moon, which he's not, so he's gonna miss a throw. Hayyel's gonna come up over the top of him, hit him. Round 2 gonna end up going to Hayyel right over here. Here we go, Speedy coming over the top, getting with the JB. Hayyel not getting hit by, but there we go. Hayyel coming in with a random, well, not a random 2A, dashing with a 2A that Speedy ends up shielding properly. Speedy not able to bait Hayyel into doing a ground attack, but it goes to the top, misses Speedy. Speedy misses his own move, they end up side swapping. Speedy bringing Hayyel over to the corner. Hayyel doesn't ground attack Speedy, putting a mirror down, and then Speedy gets counter hit by Hayyel's J coming out of the air. Hayyel able to confirm it, 3.2k damage out of like just a counter hit JA out of the air because of what his C's capable of. Speedy goes in with the shield, ends up not able to confirm anything out of it, and Hayyel comes in with an overhead. Overhead misses, and Speedy's able to come in with the max mode. Is he gonna go into FRC with this, or is he just gonna try to keep it? There we go. Maybe trying to bait out a burst, but no, Hayyel's not bursting. Coming over the top, Hayyel DPs, but he's not able to get anything off of it. Speedy burst Hayyel. Hayyel doesn't ground tech. Going into blood, he's gonna get actually a pretty good amount of health back from this, and Speedy's gonna have to block. Oh no, Speedy, I don't know if he tries, or maybe, I don't know, that's weird. The way Tohno's unblockable works is that in the early frames it's unblockable, but in the mid frames it becomes blockable. So you have to determine whether you need to jump it or block it, and It looks like Speedy tried going for a ground to block, and he just wasn't able to get it. There we go. Tohno jumping up, probably trying to look for a one place. One JC's gonna get. There we go. There's the JC, but Speedy, he knows he's ready for it. Catwalks right under him, and there we go. The next thing gonna go to Speedy. You could tell how careful Speedy was. He's like, one more JC kills me, and he knows. He knows that Hayyel is looking for that JC. Did you see how when he put him in the pressure, put him up in the air, instead of going in trying to do something, shield maybe, go up for an air throw, OJA, he just backed off because he's like, I'm not gonna risk that JC hitting me in some weird janky bullshit. And he just goes, I'm gonna wait for him in the next situation, and catwalks under, punishes him. Here we go, getting a shield. What's he gonna do out of this? Ends up dropping his combo, but Hayyel doesn't have to be worried about that. No, Speedy tries to anti-air with an A button, and not able to get it really, but oh no, goes for another attack, but Hayyel counter hits him. Again, not able to get too much off of it. Jumping with a rising JB. Hayyel blocks it, lands before Speedy, but Speedy is the F-boom character, so he does have no landing recovery. Hayyel coming in with that 2C. Tohno 2C is basically a full screen button. With Tohno, if you dash forward and do 2C, that stuff, it's basically full screen with how large it is. So it's really, really hard for Speedy to be able to, like, you know, outfootsie that. Speedy placing a mirror up, jumping in, trying to do, like, air counter hits, but he's not quite able to get him. There we go! Using the mirror summon to give himself, float himself above the DP that he's gonna, that Hayyel's gonna do. Not able to punish Hayyel for a lot of damage, though. And there we go, Hayyel with another 2C, bringing him up, taking him back down, 2.5k damage. Next, it's gonna kill Speedy, but Speedy getting a counter hit doesn't really have the meter to go into heat right now. Being in a full moon character, he needs that 300. Can't go in with 200, but look, he's building up a lot right here. Is this gonna be enough to kill Hayyel? And no, Hayyel ground text, and Speedy ends up getting it. What are you doing? Speedy wasn't going to be able to kill him with OTG, I don't think, and Hayyel getting a little risky, thinking maybe Speedy's going to try to go for Oki for another throw, but no, Speedy, what can I tell you? He smells it. Speedy always smells it. He always catches the ground text. You can't beat him in his own game. Goes in for the donkey kick, and it ends up not catching Speedy. Speedy going to try to jump out, but Hayyel keeping him in, though, with those, like, staggered JAs in the air. Speed sweeping Hayyel on his redash in maximum. Now he can go for an FRC. He's also got a burst right here. Bringing up, getting hit, but he's not going to burst this right now. Jumping up, getting counter. Is he going to burst right here? No, Hayyel tries to bait the burst, and because Speedy didn't burst, Hayyel doesn't get a lot of damage. Then Speedy bursts when Hayyel comes in for the second hit. Smart movement. Oh, Speedy going to get his 2 sweep that he tried to jump over. Low crush by Hayyel. I-80ing over the top. Hayyel going for a throw. Speedy not going to be able to get any health back this set, probably, because he's got only 35 meter. Half his health bar is red, though, so this is the kind of situation where you wish you were a fucking C-moon character. But look at this shit right here. Hayyel, there's the classic Tohno. I'm just gonna DP you and get 3k damage. Yeah, I sure do enjoy getting more damage on my defensive options than many characters get on their offensive options. Pretty cool. Feels pretty good. Speedy getting staggered out in the corner, ends up dying. 82 meter on him at the start of this next round. Going in for a throw, and it gets broken. Speedy ends up sweeping Tohno. Jumping over the top, catches his backdash, but he's not able to get a punish, and there we go. Tohno jumping right on top, catching Speedy, going for a throw. Speedy backdashes, but ends up getting caught out by Tohno's 2C. That's one thing that's nice about Tohno's 2C. Because it's so big, and because it's so much faster than a lot of 2Cs, you can actually whiff 2-2As and then confirm into it rather than needing to OS it. It's hard to react to, but if you can react to it, it's actually pretty insane. You saw Hayyel do that right there. Missed 2 of his 2As, but then still able to 2C Speedy when he goes for the backdash. Really good button. Tohno really good at catching that with the 2C. It's a pretty insane tool for him to be able to have. Rebeating right there, and that rebeat forces Speedy to try to press something, makes him squirm, and then Hayyel I-80s right over whatever Speedy's doing, comes in on top of him, gets with the counter-hitting JC. It's going to be a lot of damage for him, finishing Speedy off in that round. And now, right here, going to be a final match point right here. Hayyel wins this next round, and that's going to be tournament for Hayyel. So here we go right now. Speedy dashing and going for a J, ends up missing, but there we go! Gets Hayyel with another counter hit JB, but he's not in range to really catch anything off of it. Throws a mirror in, and Hayyel jumps over the top of it, but because of the mirror's presence, he's not really able to fully commit to Speedy. Here we go now, Speedy in the corner. Breaking a throw, coming in over the top, ends up catching Speedy with these I-80s. Speedy's getting caught a lot by these I-80s, but there we go! Counter hit JC coming out of f-len. This is going to be a pretty good amount of damage, probably. 3.4k, throwing him back into the corner, coming out of the corner, catching Hayyel, but not able to confirm. Sweeping Hayyel, though, launching him. Again, not able to get too much damage. He's clipping Hayyel a lot, but he's not really confirming a ton off of it, and it's really, really detrimental to him, because whenever Hayyel's landing a lot of these hits, Hayyel's actually turning them into something big. But there we go, Speedy grabs him low to the ground, but again, Speedy drops the air throw combo. Hayyel gonna just turn that into a Tohno DP combo. Oh, what's that? Yeah, 3.9k off a DP? Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, my move's got invincible frames. It should be getting 4k damage. Seems good. Gets shielded coming back in on Speedy, and Speedy gonna be able to go into max right here pretty soon. There we go. He's gonna FRC something and try to get that health back. Probably, I would imagine he would. Probably the FRC the mirror, but here we go. Yeah, there it is. The FRC the mirror, getting himself some plus frames, going in, using the ball to try to keep his pressure up, going in, overhead, goes for a fuzzy, ends up messing the fuzzy up, but Tohno has to keep blocking because he does have 0 landing recovery, so Speedy is able to start pressure again. Staggers, catches Tohno trying to jump out. That first round gonna end up going to Speedy. Alright, so here we go. Speedy coming in, ends up getting hit by the JC, but there we go, shielding on the way back. No, but he lands before he's able to get the counter out, so he shields again. Tohno not able to punish it though. Tohno going for a bunker out, but Speedy able to catch him with the low, sweep his feet out from under him. He techs it in towards Speedy, but Speedy is able to get a mirror up. Speedy playing around that mirror, and yeah, there we go, straight hit. Not even a counter hit is gonna give Speedy big damage. You notice that Speedy does that a lot. He'll place those mirrors, and then he will just kind of hang out around the outside of the mirror, not really doing anything, because he knows he doesn't need to get a counter hit. He just needs any kind of hit, and it's going to do something. There we go, going in for a blood heat. He's gonna try to get Speedy to unblockable, but no, Speedy goes under with catwalk, bringing him up over to the other side of the wall. What's he gonna do over here? Speedy about to go into max again, so he could set something else up if he really, really wants to. Throws again. Is he gonna go for a ground tech? Don't ground tech Hayyel. No, Hayyel's not gonna ground tech. He's gonna stand up and push buttons like a fucking monkey and get hit by the mirror. So the second game's gonna end up going to Speedy. Well, not the second game, but that's going to be game 2 for Speedy right over here. Speedy dashing on Hayyel, trying to, like, he's got to work cut out for him, because he's got to reset Hayyel, and he's also got to win 2 more matches, where Hayyel only needs to win the 1. Speedy bringing Hayyel up, back down, taking him down. Is he going to throw that mirror soon? No, just using the plus range. But no, he wanted Hayyel to side swap him, so the mirror would come, because the mirror, like Bro, or does side swap with you. But Hayyel getting that counter hit JA, so he's going to bring Speedy down over to the corner. 2.2k damage and some pressure. He's going to get it started right here. Speedy jumps his 2-way, but Hayyel also jumps up in the air. Speedy's still stuck in the corner right now. Maybe try to bunker out. No, Speedy's going to take it. Ooh, that is safe, but it's not plus. And Speedy taking that out on him. Yeah, all right, I'm going to put you back in the corner, but no. Drops his combo. Hayyel coming back down. Counter hits him with the JC, putting Speedy back down to the corner. Speedy, 288 meter. He could go into max soon, and I think Hayyel is wary about that, because he's trying to back off, not giving Speedy too much meter, but no, he catches Speedy out. There we go. Speedy going into blood heat. What's he going to do with this? He's going to go, maybe he's had last arcs on the table. Any shield right here works, but no, he's going to go for the slow orb. No, it's a fast orb when you're in blood heat. I forgot. And Hayyel jumping up, not going to fall for it, punishing Speedy for it, putting Speedy back into the corner. Now Hayyel in his own max mode. Maybe he's going to go into blood heat. Maybe he's going to save it. Yeah, Hayyel going into max mode. Uh-oh. Hayyel doesn't have any projectiles to trigger his own blood heat off of, but there we go. Getting hit by the mirror, and Speedy just moving forward slowly with mirror again. Goes in with this DP. It is plus on block. Speedy trying to catwalk in, but Hayyel able to jab him with 2A, bringing it back down to the ground. Gonna go for IAD, catching Speedy again, but no, there we go. There's the throw. Now one more throw is gonna do it, and Speedy ends up getting caught out, trying to jump with Hayyel, staggering some buttons. So that round and they're gonna go to Hayyel. Both characters pretty low on meter right now, so they can't really do too much. But Hayyel, being the Seaman character, can go into heat with only 100 meters, so he doesn't really need to worry about it so much as Speedy does. Tohno not really a meter hungry character either, so it's really not a big deal once Hayyel hits 100 meter. But Speedy right here, Speedy's looking for that, like, 300 meter. He's going to need it real soon if he's going to want any kind of comeback mechanic potential later in the round if things don't go his way. Being counter hit into the corner, things really all look like they're going his way at all right now. Being brought up, taking back down. He does still have that health advantage, but no, Hayyel catches him with another counter hit JA, bringing him back down to the corner. How much is he going to get off of this? Speedy down to 50% HP, 3.1k damage. Tohno going to go in with that. Teleport in, ends up grabbing Speedy. Speedy jumping up, going for an air throw, misses it, but there you go, another catwalk coming on Speedy, catwalking under, bringing him up, 3.4k damage, taking it back down. It goes for an air throw, so he's not able to burst out, but right now, Tohno is in max mode. Is he going to go for a burst, and Speedy going to bait that burst? No, just goes straight for that. Is it going to actually catch Speedy? Speedy backdashes away, but the backdash was too late. He's probably not going to be able to punish it, and Tohno 2C comes out, reaches Speedy at range where Speedy can't reach him, and there we go, Speedy breaking the throw, sweeping him. Speedy now in max mode. He can FRC, he can go into blood heat. What's he going to do? Tries to go for a combo, but no, it doesn't work. Speedy going up. He needs to FRC. Speedy's risky. If you get hit, you're going to have a burst. If you base the burst, you die. What are you doing, Speedy? You need that health back, but no, Speedy doesn't need the health back at all. Speedy knows exactly what he's doing, and he's going to go in and finish the round and retain that 100 meter for next round to give himself a bigger chance of going into max for this round. Tohno just walks right up and throws Speedy twice now. Look at Speedy's already missing like fucking 30% of his health off of 2 throws. Why is Tohno throwing so much damage? I thought Melty Blood throws were supposed to be low damage. There we go, Tohno bringing him up, taking it back down, goes into max mode right now, and Speedy not looking too good. He doesn't have the meter he needs. Is Tohno gonna burst? Yes, and Speedy baits the burst, bringing him up, throwing him back into the corner. He really wants to go into max, so I don't know if Speedy's gonna try to extend his combos or what right here, but there we go, going for a ground tech, putting a mirror up, Tohno blocking it. Maybe is Tohno gonna be looking for a throw or a DP right here. A DP could kill Speedy if it's a counter hit, but there's the DP, and the mirror gets him. Speedy knows he's looking for a DP. Now Speedy gonna get all that health back if he plays his cards right. Speedy, what are you doing? No, Speedy! All you need to do is FRC, but no, Tohno drops his combo, and there's the throw. Speedy ends up getting taken out in grand finals by Hayyel's Tohno. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. He almost had it. Reverse burst bait. That was a pretty good burst bait on Hayyel though. I really thought that the burst was gonna get Speedy when he caught him at that height, and then Speedy just jumped right over the top of it. That was good. That was good. And then I really thought Speedy was gonna place a mirror and then FRC it for all that health back, because he had like, oh man, he could bring his health back up to like 55 to 60% with an FRC, but he was thinking, no, I'm not gonna go for an FRC. I'm gonna stay in here. I'm gonna stay risky and try to burst out, and yeah, ends up getting punished for it. Hayyel ready for it. Unfortunate. But a good show by both. It's a good show on both ends. It's a good tournament. All right, so now I got to update the bracket. But I mean, honestly, how are you going to end up beating Hayyel when he's got, 900 wins against Shizune? But wait a minute, what's this? What am I seeing right here as I update the bracket? Turns out that Hayyel got 900 wins against Shizune, but Speedy actually got 1,000 wins. Oh, that's kind of insane. So, Speedy might have lost in grand finals, but I all think we know he made headway in other places this tournament. And that final set was going to be for Hayyel to Speedy. Bring this up to 0, and there's the final bracket. With Hayyel and Speedy coming down to 4-2 in grand finals. Speedy actually lost his first game, funny enough, so he crawled all the way out of losers to come up back for that. Pretty insane. Speedy had a long, hard road this tournament, but it paid off. It paid off. He got to finals, put on a good show. Missed a lot of rising air throws versus Hayyel, though. I'm a little upset about that. But all in all, he played really well. I couldn't have done any better. But yeah, so that's the end of the tourney. Good tourney. I mean, outside the fact that unfortunately we had to like just skip all through semis, but it would have worked against everyone else 100%. Yeah, Hayyel. He's probably been reading your secret dojo manuscript, Speedy, and he knows what you're trying to do. It's like, you know how in Avatar when Zuko goes like underneath the Firekeeper temple to read the ancient history? I think Hayyel did that before tourney when he saw he might be fighting you. He's like, all right, I have to go to Speedy's fucking temple and I have to read all his forbidden tech. But yeah, so that's the end of the tourney. I didn't have Haku working with me today, so it was a little bit slower than usual because he wasn't able to do bracket stuff while I did stream stuff. One of these days, I actually want to get a few different things going on stream to just some visual improvements on it, and then I was thinking I want to be able to do like the point betting on channels, but in order to do that, I have to be like a Twitch affiliate, and I don't want to be a Twitch affiliate. Like there's not cons really to it, but it's like, you know, I have to like give my tax information and then pay taxes on whatever I make at the end of the year, and I don't make any money off this, so I don't need one more thing that I have to fucking calculate at the end of the year. Fuck it. But yeah, no, fun tourney. Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say, and nothing has said anything that has spurred a tangent for me to go off on. So I guess that's the end of it. You guys have a good rest of your weekend.